stickers off.
Look at this. Somebody come look at this. Look at this. Somebody come and look at this. Look at this.
And there seems to be no sign of intelligent life anywhere.
What up, people? We live.
We're live.
Episode 15 of the Heroes No Capes podcast. We are here for a night show because we can't do it on Saturday. So we're trying to get it to y'all this week. Good content, you know what I'm saying? That conversation that we haven't. I am the abomination known as AJ People. I appreciate y'all for coming through, for being on this mission with us. I am joined by my man, my co-host, my guy.
Left Eye Ego.
That's him. Talk to the people, bro. How you feeling?
Man, I'm feeling great. I am really glad to get this Thursday night edition of Heroes No Capes, episode 15. Excited for a fantastic week for independent artists and creators, and I can't wait to talk about it, man.
You say independent artists, creators, not just one.
Oh, yeah.
All of them.
All of them, man. It's a big one for all of us.
One of them is killing, though. But boy, if we could just touch the hem of that goddamn garment and get a little bit of that power, that creativity, that inspiration, we could be up there.
Oh, man. I'll tell you, we'll take what we can get, man. But it definitely feels great.
Y'all, it's like we said, it's episode number 15. So we going strong. Everybody hitting milestones. We created this podcast because we appreciated the conversation. We enjoy having that conversation, or freedom of speech is being attacked. So to see other guys on YouTube doing it and in different spaces, Joe Rogan, for instance, who is a podcaster, but like, dude's doing his YouTube shit. And it was like, okay, people are talking, people are spreading truth. When our individual selves, when we like looking for knowledge or opinions, usually the ones around us are not the best ones to have. Usually, I'm just gonna say, it depends on who you putting yourself around. But I know we all sought out sane people, and we found them online having these conversations. So that's what we're trying to bring to y'all. Oh, yeah. And with this one, like we said, Young Ripper, Eric D. July, has put out his comic book, his passion project. He been said he was gonna do it, but opportunity just presented itself, and he was like, "Well, fuck it, I'll do it myself. Let's get it done. Let's put in this work."
Yep.
And it happened, and goddamn, it's just his faith in that work, and it paid off. Because boy, the fans, the supporters that came out and made it happen.
Yeah,
made it happen.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
yeah. More than anything that I know I could have imagined. Now, we knew we was gonna do well. I knew we was gonna succeed, but god damn,
not to that extent. Like that is, I'm not gonna lie. That is OnlyFans day one money, man.
The man making OnlyFans money.
If you think about it, like a superstar OnlyFans money on day one like that, man.
Yeah. So, we knew it could get around this. Like, we knew it could be big like this, but I thought it was gonna take like some issues, or there was some shit on down the line, and that just shows you how people are craving, they're wanting this. A lot of people are not even into comics, but was just want to support him on principle alone,
Right.
and him again, that leap of faith that he took. So everybody came out and did it. They did. They showed out. I was feeling good. I was feeling good because that black man is creating shit.
Yeah. It's
This
it's
black
yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead.
no, just he believed in something so much, and he amassed the money to do it, like gold in mines,
Hmm.
and to see it succeed. Also combating the narrative
Oh
of
yeah.
these crazy liberals, mostly weirdo white people,
Yeah.
guilt-ridden white people, that were, just I'm gonna say just blaming his success on like other things, or not even like willing to support, or he goes against. He's the example of everything that they preach about, but now that it's happening, none of them are like, that's what we talking about,
Yeah.
because they don't believe in this shit. What you were saying, bro?
No, I mean it's a weird thing because it's kind of like for people that excuse me, have a genuine interest in comics and that have been reading them for a while, and we're just used to just general run of the mill story. Alien invasion, good guys put down bad guys.
Hmm.
That's what we're used to. And with all of the, I guess, the politics, all the virtue signaling, all of the hidden and not so hidden agendas are put in comic books. It's like we're all of us have been gathered around this campfire telling the scariest story, and the quietest of voices like there once was a hero that saved people from bad guys. But you couldn't say it too loud because you're afraid someone was going to hear you.
That shit
And the thing is,
blasphemous.
yeah, and you don't want to feel that way, but someone like Rippa saying, no, politics really shouldn't have any agenda in comics, especially forced agendas from people that called you a dork, a loser, said you got no ladies, you got no money because you're spending all your money and your time on these comic books,
Hmm.
to only then turn around and say if you don't like the politics and the agendas in the comic book with people that I like, then you're the problem. You're the reason that comics are in the shape they are now. So for someone to say stand up and say I'm going to make my own comic and actually take the time and the effort to actually get, as we'll see, some skillful inkers and artists to put out a book of this magnitude, it takes a lot to walk it like you talk it, as they say, these streets. For him to go out and do that, and who knows? For all we know, the original campaign of $100,000 was probably just to break even. Who knows?
Yeah.
And to see him post that and to have pretty much the website crash at 8:31 a.m. on Monday because there was such high traffic, not just domestically but internationally, was something to say we're not the only ones that want someone to speak up for us. There are so many more small campfires of people saying, I just wish there would be a book that would just talk about heroes, what it means to be a
Hmm.
hero, good guys versus bad guys, no politics, completely apolitical. Even though Ripa is a
And
anarcho-capitalist, yeah. So I mean, for someone to say, "Hey, it's apolitical," you're like, "Wow, what a concept!" But most comic books, for the most part, were apolitical, and so for seeing someone to go back to the roots of comic books and even have their own code of ethics and to be that transparent with it is something that I think that we didn't know how much we knew we needed that or wanted that.
comics were political, but we would find Nazis and shit. So it was the escapism from the atrocities that we were actually living, and that happened. But as far as like actual like social justice shit going on over
Hmm.
here, nah, that wasn't the mission.
Right.
But comics were not political, but every hero. I kind of talked about something else on the stream that I was doing about when you can see the competency within the book. It's like real world thought, but you see those characters having that amongst themselves. So to see like the social justice shit, it'll be like, okay, Civil War for instance. it's like, are we registering our names or are we not? You know what I'm saying? The freedom versus being the hand of the state or the teeth of the state, some shit
Right.
like that, which is a more recent book, you know, when comparing it to like the beginning of comic books when it was coming out. But
Right.
comic books were used to bring attention to shit, but it wasn't, you know, it wasn't always some on the nose unless it was trying to be. You get what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, like, I can understand that you may have had to deal with the social politics of your time, but
Mm-hmm.
even when you put it in the book, it never made headlines. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I mean? If in in Crisis on Infinite Earths, when the Flash died, there's it made news technically within your circle of friends that read comics. It was a big thing. Death of Superman may have gotten to the point where maybe a largely registered company would register that because it's the death of Superman and it had never happened. But typically anything that happened with a comic book would never make national news to the extent that all of these other agenda seeking comics have been doing. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
oh, like, hey, this character's now Puerto Rican or this character's now Muslim, and you should love it. There wasn't an announcement along with a way that you should think.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You would read the storyline and you would technically see where it was going, and whether or not you wanted to hop off or keep reading was up to you.
Yeah, they what they coming out with the or leading with first black this, first gay that. This is what we got going on. This is the selling point. This is what's intriguing about the book. Whereas with Rippaverse, when he was just like, put out his the announcement trailer, and folks complaining like, "That's it, that's all you got," and it's like, well, that's all you should have. I want you excited, so then it gets you to read the book. After that, once you read it, whether you like it or not, you decide if you're going to keep on being invested. But yeah, man, these people again, mainstream, which I don't think we're trying to shit on them too much in this show,
No, no, we're
but
not.
they know they don't have anything of substance actually to bring. So they say that shit. They yell squirrel or black or gay, and then your ears perk up and they want that money. But yeah,
Right.
it's not valuing the story. And I guess we can like go into like looking at the website and
Yeah.
so we can check that out, check out the story, kind of theorize what we might see, what things are looking like in the so far in the Rippaverse.
All
I
right.
actually think
Wallen, go ahead.
okay.
I was gonna say while you do that, I can actually give people kind of the numbers so far. All right,
Okay.
guys. So essentially, by the numbers, as the last time I looked at it, ever since everything dropped on Monday, July 11th, the current campaign, which is only initially slated to raise $100,000, has raised $1.644 million, and they've gotten that from about 18,000 purchasers. So we're looking at roughly, what is it going up since then? 165. Yeah, so like what? I gave it like 11,000.
One six
Yeah, like
five nine
yeah. So like that's what $15,000, and I wrote this down maybe 4 or 5 hours ago. So
in 5 hours.
I
He
mean,
just made a whole nother what
yeah,
$6,000,
well, I mean, another
5 to 6
15, because
from earlier.
I had 1.6.
Well, I'm talking about from when I'm talking about from when we I think when we was first looking at it and was trying to do the podcast and like
Oh, my
flunked out.
bad. Yeah,
But yeah,
we had a malfunction. So wait, in between our malfunction of 15 minutes, he made $6,000.
something. The shit's
Wow.
rising. That's the point.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, the way I calculated it, we were at around everyone that continues to purchase spent about at least $91. And that was both domestically and internationally, which isn't bad considering all of the bundles that Young Ripper had to offer. I mean, I definitely got issue cover B that was signed, and you got what issue cover A signed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that at some point they're going to release the other, probably the Rippaverse hat. I'm definitely purchasing that. But I mean, I think the good thing about this was the fact that he actually offered people a super bundle of like $5,000 where you can you can be a canonized character within the Rippaverse, which to me, I think is the ultimate sign of giving the customer what they want. who wouldn't want to have their own character in a universe to say, hey, I exist someplace.
Yeah,
You know what I
I was
mean?
a
And I
part of
think
that.
right, I was a part of that. Even if it may not make world history, it made history to me.
Yeah,
And I think that's what a lot of these large companies are missing out on. You're gonna remember how you felt when you saw your first episode of animated Spider-Man, or for me, when you first watched the Justice League, the fact that it wasn't just Batman by himself, it wasn't just a one or two episode spinoff of Batman joining Superman. It was the entire group. And I was in my dorm room when the first episode of Justice League dropped, and I'll never forget it because of how special it was to me. And I think that over time, Disney and Marvel have lost what that means by giving us what we actually asked for instead of pushing something down our throats.
now as far as you talking about the being able to be a canonized character in the Rippaverse,
Uh-huh.
and to my company's missing out on something like that, actually giving the fans what they wanted. Do you remember those days where like Nickelodeon or like Cartoon Network, just something, and then as a kid, I know definitely in the '90s, and you'll see a commercial, and it's like join this sweepstakes so you can get this and this trip to Universal Studios and just like all that type of
Yo.
shit. And like when you see like shows of like I'm watching all that right now on
Yeah.
Netflix, and
Yeah.
all these shows where it was like the sitcom type stuff, but they had a studio audience in there, and then
Yeah.
like they would get the audience like involved and everything. It just showed we actually care about people. We want them in on the experience, and if they can be
Right.
like a part of it and add to it,
Yeah.
that's just makes it that's just better for all of us.
Yeah.
Whereas now, sort of like the Lord of the Rings or Amazon with that shit, where it's like we only gonna provide those shit, or Disney, to the people who are going to go and say that this shit is fucking amazing, it's
Right.
fantastic, and then give you like a list of words you can't say or some shit, or like points like make sure you hit this, make sure you highlight this type of shit. So total different mindset of the universes happening right now, or
Oh
companies.
yeah. Definitely. I
Um,
mean, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Keep
no,
going,
no,
man.
go.
I mean, to me, I was like, some of the things that I was writing down was like, it what Rippaverse is showing is that, technically, as creatives and as fans of good stories, it's like we can have our cake and eat it too. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
we can have it's direct to consumer. They have an established code of ethics. Hey, we don't support the phonies. We support the real. I remember when it's technically not necessarily the exact same thing, but I remember when Tupac did that interview and he said, you need to hold us accountable.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure if you remember that, but he said, he was saying mainly like holding us as artists accountable. And so anyone that's saying I have a code of ethics, but you need to hold us accountable. At the end of the day, it's about what you want. It's not about what I, the creative, want. It's about, are you going to actually buy our product? Because I'm releasing it out to the market. And
Mm-hmm.
so, I'm subject to the tides, the ebb and the flow of the actual market itself. And so him putting this out in good faith is just an amazing and phenomenal thing. But considering that all of us been called bigots and istophobes, us spending the money that we have is, us saying we're putting our money where our mouth is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the hold us accountable. Now, I
Mm-hmm.
don't know the specific interview that you're talking about, but
Mm-hmm.
conversations that I heard around that era, or I don't know if it was Tupac who was saying it, but would say like we them as rappers and like gangster rappers will tell you about like the you'll see all the flashy shit, and we'll tell you like about the women and the money and stuff, but don't nobody tell you about like the jail time or like the possible addiction to drugs, and you know what I'm saying, people being killed around you, shit like that. So as far as accountability, I look at that as like from an artist as, have I been consistent with the person that I say I am? And
Okay.
if I'm a different person in real life than from what I portray, if I'm making that difference known in the beginning, I can't give a good example, but I'm sure there are some where it's like, that is just my character. Like specifically an
I,
actor, like Jim Carrey or some shit. It was like
okay.
I can be Jim Carrey, the fucking funny guy, like that guy,
Okay.
but I also want to turn it down, and I don't want to have to be out there. Sometimes I just want to keep my
You don't
face
be,
muscles from hurting me.
yeah, you don't be a parody of yourself.
Yeah, so
But I would say in terms of rap in the 80s and in the early 90s, that's what it was about. It was usually about the evils or watch out for the traps. Like, hey, if you're gonna dance with the devil, it's gonna cost you. Like they
yeah,
would tell you it would they most rap in the late 80s or early 90s was either fight the power or beware the trade-offs of living this life. Because it's gonna come back to bite you, and if it does, it's going to take more than you think. I think around the time of NWA was when it was do as I say, not as I've lived. Because from what I recall, I don't think any of the people that were in NWA even had records before they formed NWA itself. You know what I mean? So I take it to be, hold us accountable. I think Tupac was given the interview from jail when he said it, was doing it.
okay,
But as far as me, when I say hold us accountable, saying, hey, we are who you think we are when we've been posting this. We've been consistent. You know that these are our views. These are what we think. These are what we've seen. Hold us to that consistency that you're talking about. You know what I
yeah,
mean? We're being
yeah.
consistent. We're letting you know these are our thoughts. And if you see anything as a change, or you see this being a bit of a critical, call us out on it. That's what a friend does.
Yeah.
And us in this creative space, we're sharing our time and our thoughts because we know that we're not alone on this, but we also want to say, hey, if you see a change, call us out on, like, you want to check your man if he's acting out of line or acting anyone different.
All right, what up, chat? What up, A2D2?
Hey, what's going on, ATD2?
A2, you've been real supportive and been in the chat talking to us. Glad to see you here. Glad to see this
Appreciate it.
community. It's dope because you and everybody stream and you see the same people. So it's like, oh yeah, it's kind of like a neighborhood, a community, not
It
communist, but
is.
community. And it's like, okay, right now they in Heroes No Capes house, but then we're gonna go visit fucking somebody else's house on some other stream, and you know what I'm saying? Just keep that up, and that's what humans are supposed to do. And I'm glad that
Yeah.
we found a way to do that. Not necessarily replicate that, but simulate that to a certain degree online instead of it just being a complete fucking hostile wasteland. And I hate
Finding a
you think
community
like
is great.
this. Yeah. Christopher Miller, bro, what's up,
Good
guys?
sir.
What
What's
up,
going on,
Christopher
Mr.
Miller? What up, bro?
Miller?
This man, yo, we talking about Rippaverse A2. What's up, and then so Christopher Miller asked you about the Doro Hedoro. That's how
Man,
you say it.
Dora, yeah, that was awesome. Nikaido is probably my favorite character. She's a hidden sorcerer that can control time. Again, I thought it was weird seeing people, like, it looked like their fingers were farting this black dust or this black mist, but getting into the show, I can't wait for season 2. It is completely weird, and you got to go into that with an open mind. But the more you watch it and establish the story, and you look past how weird everyone looks, you're like, oh, there actually is a story to be had here. So yeah, Mr. Miller, good sir, thank you. Dora Hedora, I can't wait for season 2, man.
All right, people, we just talking about the Rippaverse. Y'all know that's the
Yeah,
talk. That's what everybody on right now. Our usual Saturday show has to be moved to tonight, so this is our weekly. This is our weekly show happening tonight. So yeah, we here. Appreciate y'all. Glad y'all here.
thank you
Christopher
guys.
Miller said that's some good stuff. Yeah, I'm not so into the anime. Like I got my Hajime no Ippo, some Full Metal Alchemist. There's a few anime that I really enjoy. Um, Kill La Kill is probably a top anime for me. It's in the conversation for me.
All right, all right.
Christopher Miller, if you know anything about that, which you probably do. But yeah, folks, we talking about the Rippaverse and just kind of theorizing. Because both of me and Ego, comic enthusiasts, we love this shit. And we see some things from the Rippaverse. We wanna figure it out. We want to mess around. We want to play with it. See what's happening for that world. That's what comics used to be about. Entertainment itself used to be about world building,
Oh yeah, oh
creativity.
yeah, oh yeah.
So all right, people, we are at the Ripper's website, seeing what's going on. Like we said, he made a whole bunch of money in a little bit of time.
Yeah, he definitely made that OnlyFans money, bro.
He
I
made that
mean,
OnlyFans money. I'm going back and give me a little private little DM from him and cop one of these.
nice. Yeah, I'm definitely going back for the hat. I'll tell you that right now. The hat, I can't wait for that.
So he got the cover C. That was the most recent one to be announced, and that's the one
Okay.
that's actually I think that's the, I'm not saying that's the only one printed from now
Okay.
on, but
Okay.
these top two were limited, and I think they're only a part of the campaign. Uh, so yeah, I don't know if they're like sold out or whatnot, but I think these will be like the what do I want to say, like the default comic for
Choice.
cover for for issue 1 of Isom. But I don't know. But I got this bad boy right here, and I was attracted to this one. I know a lot of people loved B. That's what's
Mm-hmm.
up. That's what's up. I like that pose. I like that
Okay.
superhero ness.
Okay.
I love that. I love that. And the men, just the men on this book. Look at him. He a wild boy. He's savage. Is that the Santuan? Just bro, that's a hard ass cover. That's a hard cover.
It is. All
Um,
right.
but all right, yeah, that's the campaign. So we finna watch this trailer, people. So if you're new to the Rippaverse, don't know anything about it, this is
Word.
Isom
Word.
number
Word.
1 trailer. So
Get
y'all
to
see
it.
this, right? Okay, yeah, I see it. All right, check that out.
All right. This is very nice. Crisp lines and good editing here.
Is it too loud?
I can't hear anything on this side, man. Yeah, I don't have any audio.
You don't have any?
No, not at all, man.
Can y'all not hear that?
Uh-uh.
Chat, am I fucking up? Talk to me.
Bro, I can't hear. I couldn't hear anything. I thought you had. I thought you were just waiting until you actually started talking to bring the
Nah.
actual audio in.
Memes, you having OnlyFans? Like you make OnlyFans content? Is that what you're saying?
Bro, or are you trying to troll us if we go in there and it's literally just fans?
No
Don't play
audio
with us,
yet.
man.
Y'all,
Yeah,
why can't y'all hear the audio? Okay, let me
I can't
actually.
hear it on my side.
What the fuck? Okay, let me exit out of this.
All
All
right,
right. Let me, instead of sharing that entire screen,
all right.
I'm just going to share a window. So how about this? Audio?
There we go. Got it.
Okay.
All right.
Isom issue number 1 is the first book released through Rippaverse Publishing, which makes it extremely significant. Though this is Isom's self-titled book, it also serves as a launching pad for our entire universe. This 96-pager was written by...
All right, launching pad for the entire universe.
I like that. It sounds like it's similar to Zack Snyder trying to do the DCEU through Superman. So I like the idea. Go ahead, man.
Okay. So we seen Isom. He's already introduced some players in this story, but Ripper speaks, like he does like public speaking. He writes music and all that. So I do pay attention to his word choice. When he say
Okay.
entire universe, that
Okay.
doesn't sound to me like he's only talking about what we've seen so far. I'm
Okay.
hearing the expansion. I'm hearing it. He says he wants to rival Marvel and DC, which we've talked about this, who have thousands of characters. They only using a few of them, and I don't think he's going to get that many characters, like thousands. I don't think that there's an actual need for that. But to build this world up of a nice few, a nice amount of characters and then we can widespread that. And yeah, man, yeah, see all these different characters involvement from different places, different like groups, factions, whatnot, state of the world, because this is a world that's been that knows about these superpowered people. So like, how are they going to respond? You feel me?
Oh yeah, definitely. It's like I said, it's a very, very lofty and bold endeavor. But I mean, again, we were assuming that the $100,000 original campaign was just probably to break even. Him
Yeah,
making almost what? Yeah, making the $1.6 million. Who knows how many extra characters he launched? How many storyboards? How many potential crossovers? How he's going to be able to hire, hire talent away from possibly from the big two into his universe. This
yeah.
is only the beginning. We have no idea what the 50 or $60 that we gave him is going to bring about, and the fact that we're getting on the ground floor of this and we get to see the success in real time is something I don't think we're ever going to underestimate. You know what I mean?
All right, go get Gabe L. Taib's book, True Justice and American Way. I copped
Yeah,
that as well.
yeah.
Support more indie creators,
Yes, sir. Yes,
and let's
sir.
get everybody on so we can all be rivaling Marvel and DC.
Yep, and again in the pencil ink work with Cliff Richards, who did issues for Wonder Woman and Buffy the Vampire Slayer. So he's got
Okay.
some vets. He don't have some rookies on this book. He's got some vets with skin in the game that know what they're doing. So the money we know is what it's going towards, and the potential benefits for the Rippaverse.
Quality. He ain't got no scrubs. All
No
right.
scrubs at all. You know what I'm
By
saying?
myself, Eric July. The pencil and ink work was done by the great Cliff Richards, and the color
Yep.
work was done by Gabe El Taib, two comic book veterans. This book is part one of the ill-advised art, and it follows Avery Silman, who lives right outside of Flores Park, Texas, the place where he was born and raised. Now, Avery is what is known as an accept, which is what common folk in this area call special people. Years ago, shortly after he got his abilities, Avery decided to become a hero of sorts and adopted the moniker Isom.
All right. Accepts.
Hmm.
People is common. People know about these superheroes.
I like that. I
Uh,
like that.
So we have an already established world. Things are going. We're not seeing the beginnings of shit. We're seeing uh consequences to a story that happened before.
Right.
So that leaves room for like prequel territory, or
Yeah.
shit that didn't happen before, opening our eyes up.
More
Um,
like. Yeah. Go ahead.
who knows? Who knows?
Yeah. I like the fact that it's we're along for the ride. No one has to tell us anything. We're learning it in real time with the character. Hey, I was a hero. Maybe not now. Let's just pick up from here. And what you find out along with the reader. So I like that.
Yeah. What up, Floral? I see you that came through.
Hey, Flora, what's going on?
But a certain event had him come to the realization that this life wasn't for him. So now he lives on his own ranch outside of the big city. One
It's
day,
nice.
Avery gets a call from his sister Altona. She wants him to visit his old buddy because a family friend that interned at her company, Projexis, has gone missing. That old friend is
I
All
like
right.
that.
And her
All right.
company Projexis. What the hell is Projexis doing?
I
You
don't
feel
know.
me? You feel
I
me?
know. He has a hint of mystery,
Stuff's
and
happening.
yeah. Well, I mean, I like it. I mean, if you decide that something doesn't work out for you and you want to get as far from those people as possible, why not a ranch? And technically, the only people that could possibly pull you out of whatever self-imposed exile or retirement that you're in is going to be family. I mean, it's not like
Somebody
some rogue reporter or someone randomly in trouble. It's family.
somebody that's gonna pull you back into it.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, and we know that family is part of the reason why we do what we do. Because life is actually about connections, and so to keep the connections you have, you do anything just about for your family.
Mm-hmm.
Darren Fontano, and apparently he has some connection to his family friend. Fontano has much changed since he was kicking it with Avery when they were, wee lads. Now he's a cold-blooded shot caller that isn't afraid to do what it takes to remain in his position as one of the most respected people in the city. This is a man that you do not want to cross. What was supposed to be a simple meetup with an old friend turns into the longest day of Avery's life. He runs into other excepts such as Santuan, Yaira, and the Alpha Corps, and some of these altercations take a very violent turn considering his past with one of these characters. You can some of these altercations take a very violent turn into other excepts such as Santuan.
Okay.
Santuan.
Which one are you interested in him going up against, sir?
Which one? What?
Which one are you looking forward to him going up against?
Out of who? Santuan, Yaira, or the what do you say? Alpha Core?
Yeah.
All of them.
Okay. Oh wow. So you're interested in him running the gauntlet?
I'm not interested. See, when you say going up, I'm like, are you talking about actual fights or are you just saying interactions? Because I feel like he ain't just gonna beat the brakes off of everybody.
I know, but it's just the battle of which one is the most intriguing to you. Because to me, it's either it's Yara or maybe the Alpha Core.
Bro, Alpha Core seem like they teeth of the state.
I know. Like that's why I want to see how he runs it, though. Yeah,
I feel you. I would love to see who the reasons for doing it. Okay. You know, why are you guys fighting? We're your people. Why are you coming after us? What is these people promised you? So I actually, okay, I would say him. Santuan. No, Santuan, the Alpha Core. I want to actually see him compared to like that team. Is Isom cold enough to take out all of them? Okay. Is he Spider-Man versus the Sinister Six? Or is he having to run for his life and get away and like pick them off? You know what I'm saying? Like how competent is Isom? Yaira seems like she's going to be even if she's not she's an ally. I'll just say
like
that.
Like a frenemy, you think?
Yeah, I feel like she has her own. She might got her own game. You know, she got her own shit that she going on, and she like Isom. If you can help me get it happen, you know, if we got a common like goal, then that's what's up. That's what we doing. But if not, then stay the fuck out of my way.
Right. Okay. I don't know. Like I see. I will say I think LW78 has it here at the bottom here. You see that one?
Yeah. I predict the fight with Yara. It's likely out of a misunderstanding. Alpha Core seems like they would be a villain group. They do. Santuan, I'm not sure, but I'm guessing a rival Vegeta type.
I like it.
So, Alpha Core, I'm not going to say villain group. I think they're really just like these registered humans because I think you can see their face. You can see the dude and the female face, and the one dude had like goggles or helmet. We'll see it once I go to it in the video. Yeah. So they're fine with just being out there being seen. Well, everybody know their heroes are here, so that makes sense. But I don't think they're a villain group. I think they just rounding up people. You know what I'm saying? We might have some of them in the group that's misguided. In the Alpha Core, we might see them change. Some of them change or fight for justice. You know, fight for what's right.
Yeah. I mean, I think it might be kind of like from Man of Steel. You know how we had to go up against Zod. And I think was her name Yara? It was at least, I know it was at least Zod, but I mean I'm talking about like maybe Superman when Christopher Reeve had to go up against him. Like it was the three of them that showed up. Excuse me. And even in Man of Steel, he had to fight the three of them. So I'm thinking it could be that kind of deal. They could be from a faraway land, or like you said, agents of the state. So either way, I'm interested to see how he can tackle multiple hostiles. Like what's his power set compared to multiple hostiles.
So this is an actual group. So like you mentioned Man of Steel. I have not seen the Christopher Reeve Superman, but
oh my god, are you serious, bro?
Hey man, we ain't got to stay there too long. So that was a couple of people coming from outer space putting hands on Superman. We're looking at 3 people that popped up that's part of. We don't know if them 3 are the Alpha Core or are they just an extension, just members of an Alpha Core. So it's like, does he take them out this book? Or are they rogues gallery, long-standing villains? And then again, like how many of them are actually there? But then I'm paying attention to the body language. Let me go to that.
I'm still not gonna let you
And the
get.
alpha core.
Go ahead.
Look
Go
how
ahead.
so like their faces are exposed. So people know
Yeah.
them. They're fine being affiliated with this group. She has her hand on his shoulder. That shows
Right.
respect. I'm pretty sure, I don't know, or do they kill people? Do they not? But
It
if
seemed
they
like they're
do,
together, bro.
you think they dating?
Are you? How do you
Like
not
that
get
type of
that from the
together?
arm? Yeah, that's how together. The arm around the shoulder. If they were partners, she'd have like the arms akimbo, like this pose on. He's
Hold
got
on.
the
I can't see.
crossed arms. She's
You
got her
said,
arm around him.
yeah, but it's not like she not leaning on him. It's just like you see
No,
this,
but it's an
bro. Like
arm
look at
around, like
these
it's an arm around it. No, come
dudes
on,
do
man.
that.
That's no, yeah, dudes do that, but that's like it will be her right arm on his left shoulder, like one of those. Like, yeah, we're posted up. What's good? Like an arm around is
She's
either
a female,
control
so
or
she
the.
get to put it all the way around without question.
Oh, stop. Well, then if that doesn't explain, dude, all the way off to the side with the visor RoboCop goggles. You telling me you
Because he
looked at
don't want to
this?
be hugged up on this dude. You see, he talking on the little thing. This dude, that he looks like he's talking on his gadget. We don't know if his power is technology. If he like, hey, we done found Isom right here. You know what I'm saying? So he's mission driven as well as being concealed. They are more personal. They got they face showing. I see a sign of respect from her because he's like that, and for her to put her arm around him again, if she was like all over him, like leaned on him, I could see
Yeah,
that. But she just got her arm around like it's some big bro type shit. I'm saying from looking at this, it looks like she's killed just as many people as he has.
because we're
That's just what it
together,
looks like to me.
bro.
No.
Okay,
If they
bro.
were, that's dope. But then why is this dude the third wheel? How is it awkward for him? Are we going to address
It's
this in the Rippaverse?
either that's her brother or he just a weird dude that got put together. Although I'm looking at the chat, bro. Everyone's saying you really need to watch Christopher Reeve Superman. Like,
Oh my
come on, man.
goodness.
Yeah, even Floral's like, bro,
Floral said repent and watch that movie.
you really do
Bro,
see. You need to
bro, I don't
repent,
even like
bro.
Superman. I'm not about to go watch old Superman.
Christopher Reeve did not fall off that horse for you to just ignore his entire existence,
This
sir.
man said take some respect.
Oh, Mr. Miller, he has not seen Christopher Reeve's OG Superman. Bro, he took advice from bodybuilders to get this body to be Superman in like 1974. Come on.
That's what's up. Okay. Correct me if I'm wrong. Was this Superman or was this he's faster than a speeding bullet, able to leap?
There was no live action concept in color of Superman after like 1950 something. And it was like
Okay.
Superman, this really big puffed up suit, just doing this stuff. Or there was like the 1940s cartoon show that they had to put into color at a later date. So when Christopher Reeve stepped on the scene, it was as if people were seeing Man of Steel now with no reference. Only animated reference. And you see your version of Zack Snyder's Man of Steel in Christopher Reeve's. He had the textbook eye color. He had the Superman curl. He actually filled out the suit. He took weightlifting lessons from bodybuilders. I think he was 6'3" or 6'4" around this time. So the actual height was there because the issue was supposed to be he was supposed to be tall enough that Batman would actually have to look up at him. So he go ahead.
So you this is your live action Alex Ross Superman?
Yeah, like that's where I think a lot of it's based in. That was that when the characters originally came out, your body was supposed to fill out what you were wearing. It was thin material, so you actually had to look the part. So even though in the 70s and 80s it was good to be thin, you had to at least look statuesque.
Look, people, I don't care for live action. That's it. So,
bro,
it don't translate well. It don't translate well. I'm gonna address the chat though. Floral, AJ, the little man child, hasn't gone through puberty and watched Superman. Well, let me tell you something, Flora. I've had my first nut in a second and a third. So check puberty off of that list. And as far as little man child, what is the maximum height that a puppet can reach, sir?
Oh my god. Hold on,
Unless-
I'll be right back. Keep going with the
Okay.
chat. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back.
Flora, unless you come out with like a puppet fucking human buster, fleshy buster suit, and you jump in, you still little compared to me, son. And I'm not even wolfed out yet. Now, unless you was like a giant puppet on like, was it like Sesame Street, like the Fluffalagus or some shit? And then one that got the little mouth that you ain't giant, son. Or was that a Muppet? Anyway, you short, Floral. Being under the rock for so long stunted your height. Wolf got Werewolf Channel. He says that movie was insane. Are we talking about this old Superman? Superman. Laugh my ass off. Yeah, the first movie was legit though. Look, y'all, it definitely related. Y'all, ooh, y'all jerking this movie. He says, ego is a man. AJ, take notes. A puppet cannot tell me what a man is. Sit back and admire us. Don't let me get my what is it? Puppet racism? Puppetism? Don't make me slip up. Nigel, you out for not watching. Bro, the only reason I know anything about Christopher Reeve Superman is because Eminem fucking said it. At some point. Y'all better keep shitting on me, bro. I'm telling you, we don't have to stay here right now. We can leave.
You did this. All you had to do was lie and say, it was a good rendition.
I can't.
I'm
consistent.
Ooh.
I'm consistent. Y'all ain't gonna catch me in no lie. I love Batman and Robin. George Clooney all day, son.
All right, don't
nipples,
speak
son.
This blasphemy,
nipples,
bro.
Wow, man.
I'm gonna fight you, sir. George Clooney being your favorite Batman.
That's not my favorite Batman. That's my favorite Batman movie, and it's only because I'm judging it as a man child. Okay, more child part, floral. I saw that as a kid, so all of the wackiness, the fucking what was it? I hated Bane. Yes, I hated Bane, but as a kid watching cartoons, I was used to the dumb Hitman, Looney Tunes. I was used to that. So I was like, okay, this is what we're doing. Poison Ivy was great. Robin shouldn't have been Robin, but he was a great Nightwing, dressing as Robin. They didn't have his Nightwing suit ready.
I know. It was just...
So Batman was just like, Batman said, I'm just not going to call you Nightwing.
Christopher, come on, man. I looked at him, I was like, Chris O'Donnell is the oldest 12-year-old I have ever seen. Where did you find him?
At what age did he become Nightwing?
No, he was 9 years old when he became Robin. He didn't become Nightwing until I don't know, 19?
At 19? So does Chris O'Donnell not look like an 18-year-old? Like he was portraying an 18-year-old?
Chris O'Donnell looked 30.
18 and a half?
He looked 30. If you look at what Chris O'Donnell in 1996, he looked 30, sir. And so did Alicia Silverstone, and we had no business thinking they were that young, they were younger than that.
My child mind, they look young to me. But how many teen dramas I've seen where they got these old ass people playing these characters? Andrew Garfield, Spider-Man. It's nothing new, bro.
All I'm saying is someone put this in our face and said, "Hey, this is fly. Y'all should watch it."
What, Batman and Robin?
It was not in fact fly.
He was not Nightwing. He was that age, but he was turning Nightwing later that year.
It's not didn't have the suit. I have beef with Barbara being related to Alfred. That's all. I'm like, that's not the lore. What is this? What is this?
I feel you. The only reason
got nipples too. Stop.
The only reason I have issue with it, which I'm not a diehard Batman fan. Okay, I got some books, but I'm not emotionally invested. So take my opinions with a grain of salt. But they are mine. if Barbara's father was not Chief Gordon, Commissioner Gordon, or whatever, I wouldn't have an issue with it, because then if her father is nobody important as far as a movie universe, fuck it, go ahead and throw her in there, and make her. She was a badass already out the gate in the movie. I feel like keep her separate enough to show her at least being trained by them. But again, the
No,
world itself was not completely terrible, and it was some great shit to take from it.
it's not. I will say this. I will say there comes a point when you read a comic book where where if someone asks you to translate a comic book medium to a live action medium, you would have to say that it's too phantasmic to be taken seriously. And I think that when they played the score for that with the horns was supposed to show you, hey, it's phantasmic, suspend all disbelief. But it was, but in doing that and making it cheesy with the Mr. Freeze puns, on top of the fact that the whole bearing of Barbara Gordon being Batgirl was because, hey, my dad spends more time with a guy in a black bat suit than he does with his own daughter. Who are you to be that special to take me away from my father? I need to figure out who you are. That's what I'm saying.
He didn't want that lifestyle for her.
I know, but that's the point. Usually, as a parent, you figure out your kids do the thing that you don't want for their lifestyle. So that's the tie-in of Barbara Gordon actually becoming Batgirl, and the fact that she has a father that was previously a detective and is now a commissioner leads to the detective skills she has. You merge that with the crime fighting with Bruce Wayne. It's no wonder that she winds up becoming Oracle after she gets shot by the Joker. Mm-hmm. Like it winds up being more of a linear movement for who she becomes instead of just saying, "Oh, she's Alfred Pennyworth's niece." Like, you'd have to explain a lot to how she became Batgirl, because the fight scenes with her and Uma Thurman were god awful.
All right, bro. I have no opinion on that. I love that movie.
I'm sorry. I know. I don't want to tear it down for you. I'm just you told me you hadn't seen Christopher Reeve, and then you tell me you love the Batman and Robin movie.
I'm not a DC dude.
If it weren't for this ranch water right now,
I'm telling y'all, I'm not a DC dude. The animated movies are fucking phenomenal. I will stand by that.
Fair. I will not fight you on that.
So, bro, to Mr. Free, Arnold Schwarzenegger, I think that's probably what it was. It was too much of how do you feel about that, Mr. Freeze? You said the puns, or somebody said it was the puns?
The puns were
was it you, Wolf guy?
Puns were cheesy. However, it was once you knew Arnold Schwarzenegger was going to be in it. Arnold Schwarzenegger talks in puns in most of his movies. Yeah. So it was to be expected. How big of a name can you get if you got Uma Thurman and George Clooney and Alicia Silverstone? Arnold Schwarzenegger. That'll take this over the top. You know what I mean? So as far as casting goes, I understand why they did it, and I think they were trying to go the Batman the Animated Series route with making him seem like he's this villain, but he actually has a cause. The whole take two. It called me in the morning. He has the cure, and he actually willingly gives it to Batman, even though he's going to spend the rest of his life in Arkham.
Bro, that shit. Arnold Schwarzenegger's fucking Mr. Freeze was beautiful to me. I like the effort put into his design.
The suit was cool. I'm not gonna lie, suit was cool.
It's kind of messed up that you see the effort put into that. The effort I think put into Poison Ivy. And the effort not put into Bane, or like showing that character.
Well, he was a bodybuilder from what I recall. So I mean, it was all paint, which wasn't bad considering how small.
I'm saying, like,
looked in comparison.
I'm saying having him not be able to speak, and no, dude did look pretty like chunky or heavy body as opposed to Bane.
I see what you mean. He was a lug.
Yeah,
like big old lug. I see what you mean. Okay, that's fair.
As far as the movie though, I think maybe they was thinking if they would have made Bane who he actually was, he would have conflicted with Mr. Freeze.
That's true. The brains behind it. Okay.
Yeah, the big man with the brains as well. Okay. So that's the only justification. Which, in that point, if it gets to that, then you just don't do it. So, like,
Well, I mean, considering that and the fact that I'm not sure how far removed they were from the comic book where Bane actually breaks, or Nightfall, where Bane breaks Batman's back, I'm not sure they're ready to even put any hint of that in there. You know what I mean?
now, okay, so with changes like that, again, shit like that can be resolved if you keep going. Mr. Freeze, he kind of had his like resolution in the first one. If they would have shown Bane and he was the character that he was all dumb. Yeah, a lot of people hated that. But show him the Venom fucking he's become more mutated, so he becomes that competent Bane. I'm like, that movie I don't think fucked up so much to where it couldn't be corrected. We talked about this on one stream of that
Yeah.
whole Batman and Robin like universe. But yeah, like the reason I asked you at what age did Robin turn into Nightwing? Because if you're talking about this guy's older, they can easily just say he's
Bro,
18. He
it's
turns into
not
Nightwing at 19 in a
it's
second
not
movie.
it's not that. It's just like when you watch Batman Forever, he's already 18. So when he loses his parents, he's damn near an adult. So
What the fuck is
technically,
Batman Forever? That was the one that came out before this one?
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So they
That
did
was
Robin again.
it was a continuation. It's just they swapped out Batman. That's what I'm saying. When Val Kilmer was Batman, that's when he first saves Dick Grayson after his parents are murdered. The only problem is Dick Grayson is already an adult. So it's weird that this man is going to adopt another full-grown man.
Full-grown man.
Right. And
that boy looks supple.
Right, Chris O'Donnell was supple with the buzz cut, with the little mutton chops and no facial hair, and a little earring. You're like, Bruce, you sure it's a good idea?
Batman
out here adopting people.
That's why Batman got on that motorcycle. He said, "You see the way he leaned up on that motorcycle? You see that thing poking out? That's why he ain't got no cape. Like we ain't got no cape."
Yeah, and so that's a problem that I had, is that from the inception of Robin, he was an adult, and so to make him an adult in Batman Forever, and then follow it up with Batman and Robin, and then to add an Alicia Silverstone on top of that, and the Batsuit had nipples, it was too much, man. It was way too much. That's why. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No,
go ahead.
I was gonna say let's address the chat, but no, get your point out, bro.
No, I was gonna say I think that's why it took them 7 or 8 years before Batman Begins came out, because no one wanted to see a cheesy, fantastical version of Batman. And by that time, you've gotten all these gritty comic book versions of them. It's just that I don't think until Christopher Nolan put it out, they knew how to do that. Which is something, because Christopher Nolan actually hates superheroes. Jerk. All right, I'm sorry. Go ahead, address the chat, man.
So we can't really theorize. Well, I guess we could. I don't want to, but theorize about movies for the Rippaverse, because again, I don't give a shit about live action adaptations. But I do think Ripper would do everything in his power to make it translate as best as it can. But we don't have enough to really theorize movies or like a good trilogy, what villains to fight and what. So we can save that. But I'm gonna address the chat, then we can go back to the trailer, kind of checking out these characters and whatnot. Christopher Miller, are we going to make it to Vegas? No.
Man, nah. We ain't got the Vegas money like that.
We ain't got Vegas money. And then, yeah, man, me and my wife got our dog business, so I can't just be up and just running off for extended periods of time, just leaving a bunch of dogs on her.
Definitely
it would be dope, yeah. But
great.
Yeah, man, just can't. But, I said we made it to the Dallas meetup. A lot of people didn't make it to that one, so we not gonna be able to make it to that one. Y'all make sure y'all do in Vegas.
Oh, please take pics for us, good sir, Mr. Miller.
Yeah, bro.
Please take pics.
Have fun, man. Make them people talk. They gonna talk anyway. That's just them. But y'all don't be afraid to talk to them. Get them going, and we'll be checking out them live streams.
Yeah, definitely drop us a line. Say, hey, Heroes No Capes has got something going on. If you want to get in the chat, we're definitely interacting with you guys. So let them know.
Floral, my bad, bro, if you already left. But he says, all right, gents, thanks for the last time for bed. Have a great night.
You too.
Floral, do you close your eyes when you sleep, or do they just stare? I wanted to ask you this, Floral, if you're still in the chat, and I might ask you this on your show, but what is the humans are made up of mostly water. What is the water to material ratio in the
I think
puppet?
is it water? Is it water to material and water to felt?
That's a
Is it a
material.
felt material? It's felt, right?
There are multiple materials though. I don't know, but it's a puppet person. So how are they created? These are the questions
I
I
don't
want to
know.
ask Flora. You come through
That
one
needs to be
day.
a video. I would love to be in that one as well. I cannot wait.
How much juice does a puppet have, Flora? Are your eyes dry?
Do you sleep with your eyes open?
How much liquid assists you during your personal time? If you
We
get what I
need these
mean.
answers. We need these.
All right, bro. Take your
All right, take it
old
easy. Take
short
it
ass
easy.
to sleep. Puppet. Bro, that Batman Forever move was absolute shite, though.
It was. It was a lot going on. It was. I think that's the reason why they had to go so grounded with the Riddler. But Jesus,
Not gonna lie, Barbara can get it. This guy,
Alicia Silverstone is looking better now. I'm not gonna lie.
she she had a weird mouth thing, like a lip thing. Like when she talked, like her lip looked real juicy, and like the juice of the lip was like weighing it down. But I like some, I like some lips on a woman, so it was just weird. But yeah, see, again, Buns on that bike when her and Robin was fucking racing. Come on now, that shit. I was eating that shit up, bro. I was a young something.
Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, bro.
Christopher Miller talking trash about Robin.
Jose, it's weird. Go ahead. I mean, Jose, like, yeah, he was good, Jose.
That would be dope. Some would be dope. That somebody said Christopher Miller. Let me catch up with y'all. I'll take pics. Go ahead. Yeah, bro, take them pics. We can do fan films.
Please do.
Jose, yeah, bro. I know you said you still gotta send me something. I'm still waiting on that. But I'm ready to check it out and mess around with some stuff. I don't want to put an exact, what I'm saying, on anything, but I'm open to things. I want to see what can we create. Yeah, what can happen. Great. So yeah, people with skills, what them skills looking like, so we can figure out what we can make out of that.
Those skills do.
We'll give you a shout out there. All right, Christopher Miller, give us a shout out.
Thank you, sir.
Push out. Appreciate it, bro. Push the channel,
Thank
man.
you. Thank you.
How about this? It's on the 17th of August. Maybe you guys can live stream then.
I'm trying to figure out August. 17th of August. Hold on.
17th of August.
That is it's a Friday, so I mean it's possible.
Yeah, I can definitely like live stream.
All right, I'm putting that in there now. 17th. I'm sorry, 17th is a Wednesday. Put that down. All right. Okay. All right, put in here. Live stream.
Jose says liking the lighting.
Oh, thank you. Oh man, Amazon at $40 goes a long way, guys.
Doing a little something.
Trying to.
Yeah. Look good, bro. Look good. Shining on the. You got your figures. You just got to figure out a way to open that thing up, get that little wide shot.
I really
can show the whole bookcase.
Man, I got so many action figures on here I wouldn't believe. Yeah. One day I'll try to highlight, a shelf of the stream one day. So it'd be nice.
Classic Vigilante, 17th of August for what? The I guess the Vegas meetup, the Geeks and Gamers Vegas meetup. Other people will be there as well. I guess Nerd Rotted. Will Ripper be there? I don't know, man, but I'm not one for detail, so go figure that out.
I know because the books are supposed to ship in August. So I'm not sure if he's going to even be there for that one. You know what I mean?
He gonna be busy as fuck. Oh, yeah. I remember. I think Ryan was saying like, let him get some books so he can try to pass them just out or something more. But I think he was saying when Ripper was there, he could have signed them. But I don't know. What time is it? Yeah, bro, we don't know.
We don't even know. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, man, we don't know.
Friday Night Tights for the Vegas meetup.
Yeah, so it's another Friday Night Tights meetup, Vegas one. Okay. So I'm assuming the same dudes from the last one.
Probably. Vegas is actually really nice. I'm not gonna lie, it's a very nice place. You ever a chance to go to Vegas? It's fantastic. Oh,
there you go. Christopher Miller got the time notes at the Millennium. God damn, he owned it.
Woo! That's gonna be expensive. I'm not gonna lie to you. He said we out here now. Like, we are Dallas first. Now with some Vegas. Oof, that's some coins right there.
All right, let's get to this trailer, folks.
All right, go
Some
ahead.
of these off this
So, hold
hold
on.
This is a man that you do not want to cross. What was supposed to be a simple meetup with an old friend turns into the longest day of Avery's life. He runs into other accepts such as Santuan.
Now, I don't know Santuan's powers,
Okay.
but I like not Spider-Man, Wolverine and Sabretooth relationship.
Okay.
You know these superheroes on their super shit, but if I could get somebody that's on something primal, somebody that's animal like, I'm all for it. I'm all over them. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Hey, Santuan, you could be it. You could be it. But we don't know. But I'm excited about that character. So your initial question, who do I want to see him go up against? I want to see this because this seemed like some dude who was previous history. Maybe he was a bully in the neighborhood, or you know what I'm saying, maybe he don't like Isom for some reason. Looking down at him, so he feel like he better than him. I'm interested in that relationship. You hear me? You didn't respond.
Yeah. It's on to me.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were talking to chat with that one. Yeah, I get it. It is. I knew where you were going with it. When you said how like the stature and everything like that. I said he's probably gonna go with something possibly animalistic, possibly a berserker or a juggernaut type.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. I mean, I want to see. I actually want to see him run the gauntlet of a rogues gallery if that's what this turns out to be. You know what I mean?
What do you mean by Rose Gallery though? Because as far as I know them, they're your villains that you fight, but there aren't any villains if these dudes are working and doing shit. So who are the actual villains? These guys as in the Alpha Core.
No. So Alpha Core might be one. Santuan might be. Yara's probably going to be a frenemy, and Contreras, I think the guy that he has to go meet, that's his friend. He might turn out to be an accept in disguise. I don't know. But I'm saying that he's saying in it, he says what Ripper sounds like is that this happens in the course of one day, kind of like the movie Friday. Everything happens in a day, but you run the gauntlet of all the scenarios. Mm-hmm. And it seems like it might be that Ison runs the gauntlet of this rogues gallery of villains. I mean, anyone that would technically go against you is kind of a villain until they prove themselves otherwise. Mm-hmm. So between Santuan and the Alpha Core and Yara, that could be his rogues gallery, unless someone teams up with him later. So, I technically like a character running the gauntlet to see where your powers lie, where your strengths are, and where your shortcomings are, and how do you get around those? You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
Christopher Miller, he says, "Hey, yo, guys, I got to go do some online matches with my boys. I'll email you the details about Vegas and see if I can get you guys some stuff from there as well." He gonna give us a shout out. Appreciate it, Christopher Miller. The man is always in the chat. He always putting us on some good stuff or giving suggestions.
You are consistent, good sir.
Yeah, bro, y'all supporting us, man. We love it. We appreciate it. He says, "Father Christopher Miller, is that you? Is that you, Father Christopher Miller? Because I if you still here."
I think he dropped. I think he might have dropped out, man.
Okay.
I just know that he sends up the emails for us, so.
Okay. But yeah, so back to that trailer. So yeah, I'm interested in this asshole seemingly right here. See how you make problems for Isom.
Okay.
Yara and the Alpha Core.
Yara. Well,
Avery's life. He runs
you want to talk about Ira? She look cool, but
Yara.
How you feeling?
I know.
How you feeling?
Like I said, I like a well-drawn woman, so I mean, it's working for me on the aesthetics. Mm-hmm. The fact that she's got her own energy projection, and the fact that even in some of the the celebratory chats, her eyes glow, which means there's possible psionic powers there. Everyone else looks like I may be manipulating a gravitational force field that's how I can fly, or I'm tall, which means I might be a bruiser. But Yara seems the one that she might be able to do some kind of, projectile with her accept powers. So I'm excited to see how that manifests itself.
Well, she is in this whole powerful stance right here. So I'm feeling like a rogue, you know,
Right.
the Captain, Miss Marvel. Oh my goodness, I almost fucked up. But like a Miss Marvel kind of thing going on, strong arms, but that fit body.
Yeah.
I'm ready to see her outfit where she take the leggings off of the fit. Go back to them days. I can't see your face, so I don't know if you laughing with me or if it's just awkward.
I'm laughing with you, bro, on that one. That's like she's like totally like, man, you messed up my workout. Let me go handle some business real quick.
Yeah, like this, she do got the workout gloves on. She got the like a headband. Yep. So I'm with it. She just look like that, yeah, like that Superman type character. Like they're just OP,
Yeah,
you know.
I'm completely in control, and I'm about to throw down right now.
Yeah. All right.
And the Alpha Court. And some of these altercations take a very violent turn considering his past with one of these characters. You can see why he tries to stay out of the city. Who is this family friend and what is their connection with Darren Fontano? How does this meeting between him and Avery turn out? And does he get the information that Altona needs? How does this impact the psyche of Avery, who went from a hero to a now blue-collar civilian? These are all questions that will be answered and
He went from a hero to a now blue collar civilian.
Mm-hmm. I kind of
I,
like that.
depending on the circumstances of being a hero, I feel that. You know, I
Yeah.
was I'm work one of my jobs. I was working in a warehouse, and I was thinking, man, if I was Spider-Man, I could lift these couches with ease. You know what I'm saying? Like I could put a little adhesive maybe in there that'll keep the that'll keep the furniture from being destroyed when the truck's fucking delivered. So it's like that is a mentality shit. Like I got powers, how can I make my regular life even better
Even better, exactly.
by using it? But it's like I don't want to commit to constantly giving my life for randos every
Oh yeah,
every hour of
and not
every
get
day
paid for it? No,
and I get paid for it.
no.
Nah, so yeah, I feel him. That boy strong as hell. I'm telling you, pick up a big ass cow. Got a mover or some shit. I'm be like, ooh, we this nigga strong. That's Santuan though. Santuan, berserk mode. Savage. He gonna come through there. He gonna eat up ice some livestock. Ice him. He gonna have to kill him. He killed his favorite cow. All right. Guess there's two. Oh, he said LOL. No, that's not him. There was a fault. Okay. All right. So we know that ain't you, Christopher Miller. He's like, nah, don't put that on me.
Not sure.
He said, too much pressure, son. Yeah, guess there's. We'll see. Maybe they'll both be in the chat at some point.
Yeah.
Yaira is not from Earth. He said that. Did I not
know
pick that
that?
up? Did I
I
not
don't know.
pick
I
that
didn't
up?
hear it. I don't know. It'd be
This
interesting to see if she's not from Earth.
this is an expansive universe, then, or you just saying that, Jose? If you're a fan of Berserk Beast characters, you would probably love my werewolf character.
Hey, we
I bet, bro. You've been telling me about it. I'm telling you, I'm working on me and we working on ours, but it's not. Look, I'm a sneak peek into the future. Y'all already know though. My avatar is that werewolf. Like I'm turning that into something. I'm playing around with my designs. Me and Ego, we creating our world, our story. I don't present art unless it's fucking amazing. So you know, unless my final little stamp, like, okay, now I'm willing to take your money on this. Like, yeah. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm ready for that time period to where y'all get it, y'all receive it, and love it. Love it. We bringing something new, man. We bringing something new.
I'm not gonna lie, you guys. I am not an artist. I was gonna draw all my characters in stick figures. That's why I leave to AJ for that. I'm more what you call a lore manager. You give me the parameters of the world building you want and how it exists, and we kind of work within those parameters. That way, you're not having a whole Deus Ex Machina situation. It's going to be as solid as we can make it, but again, that's all more of a sneak peek at this point.
Yeah. and I'm the passion. All right, I'm the great idea guy. I can come up with some cool shit. But you were like, well, how we get from here to here?
I was like,
Shit,
if
I
any,
don't know. But that shit
if
sound
any,
cool though,
yeah,
don't it?
yeah. If any of y'all have ever watched Psych, that was on USA in the early 2000s, I'm Gus, he's Sean. That's the best way I can explain it. If
Okay,
you
I
don't
didn't watch it.
understand that, watch. It's actually really good, man. They
Was
saw
that that?
they
Was
what,
that
huh?
that? Was that a white guy and a black guy?
Yes, it was actually really good, really good. Ran for
Okay.
8 seasons. They made 3 movies off of that already. So basically, they have their own Fast and Furious type franchise because one of them is really passionate and really, really, really specific and can see things, and the other is like the smart one. And together they solve crimes. So it's
Okay.
like basically Scooby Doo for adults.
Hey, I think Scooby Doo for adults is an amazing concept.
Oh shit! I definitely think about that. We need to hold on to that one. You might.
It's I've seen it done already, but like no attention. Yeah, it's I don't know. I think they went too far out there with it.
Oh, they did. Okay.
But I think Scooby Doo for adults could be fucking great, and not that woke Velma shit that's coming out where Velma black or Muslim or whatever the fuck she is.
Nah.
Yeah,
I say, yeah, I don't need this whole post-apocalyptic zombie Scooby Doo either. No.
yeah.
Just adults trying to solve mysteries and trying to figure things out. You know, we already know Daphne got money, and Freddy probably got money too. Well,
Shaggy got money.
I know Shaggy got money.
Have you ever seen you ain't seen a pup named Scooby Doo?
I did. How does Shaggy have money?
Scooby Doo, bro, they lived in a mansion. Scooby Doo had his own mansion. Oh, it wasn't Shaggy that had money. Scooby had money.
How does Scooby
But he was
have
in it.
money?
Scooby funny guy. Scooby's family has legacy money.
Stop.
Scooby
How did I
rich.
miss that?
Go watch a pup named Scooby Doo, bro.
I used to watch it every time. Bro, I watched it when it was coming out.
I love
when
that
it
show.
came out. How did I miss a pup named Scooby Doo having money? How did
I don't
Scooby-Doo
know how
have
you missed it. I think
I don't know
Shaggy
how I missed
had,
it either.
bro. I feel like Shaggy family had money too, but I think what we was getting at was they have the funding for their projects, so they
Okay.
they adventures.
All right, that's all we're trying to say.
Yeah, so if the movie I hate it because they made Scrappy the villain, and Scrappy was so far from
I
being a
mean,
fucking villain, bro.
yeah, he was comedic relief. Even though he didn't really need it, he was comedic relief. So
Hey, bro, I'm just saying in that theorizing that we be doing,
yeah,
if Scrappy actually grew up and was a fucking dog, unlike Scooby, the coward, like Scooby used that nose. All right, Scooby, you find him. Scrappy gonna attack him, and then
that's fair.
whoever else want to get in on the action because they're going against real people. They might think that they're a monster or not think that they're a monster, but these were real humans that was endangering the lives of the citizens of the towns that they was in. You make that more mature, we borderline on some fucking psycho killer shit.
Okay, I guess that was a weird thing is that the stakes were never really high with Scooby Doo. So to see it in live action, it's gonna be on some Scream type stuff. You know what I mean?
Man, that can be fun.
All right, word.
Have we seen Arcane? No, I have not seen Arcane. I've ran across it, but I don't. What is it? League of Legends? I know nothing about the game, the world, so I was just like, I'm not.
I'd be completely lost. I've never heard of Arcane at all.
Yeah, if I have no emotional investment in something, then I probably just won't give it any time. Or if somebody around me is like, "Oh, that's shit's good," and they're a credible source, then I'd be like, "Okay, I'll check that out."
Possibly willing to try. Y'all let me know what it's about. I'll at least give it a look. I can operate in good faith on that one.
I've heard great things about it, but I've also heard that could only be because it's not woke, or the woke elements of it shows how to do it well. So it's like, is it good separate from all the trash shit that we have now?
Okay.
All right. Biofield returns. What's up, fellas? Been following AJ since the Dallas meetup. Rippaverse killing it, man. Rippaverse is killing it. And you see what he said?
Yeah.
What's up, fellas? Been following AJ since the Dallas meetup. Ego needs to get him a fucking channel.
It's in the works, man. It's in the works. I gotta get verified.
Ego
These
needs to
things
get
take times.
Ego needs to get a fucking channel so you people can, so he can bring that his perspective, his you know what I'm saying, and all the shit that he be about, his guns and DC,
All
fucking
right.
fucking Batman.
I'll bring it up. I'm in the process of getting verified. Okay, all right. Video will be up at a certain point. All right, I'll put it up.
All right, so back to the trailer.
All right,
ISOM issue number 1, which you can now pre-order
Beautiful
at
cover.
Rippaverse.com, along with some other limited edition merchandise items that will give you some more insight on the characters, such as
dramatic pause. I like it.
This man know what he's doing. He's an entertainer.
A place with such interesting beings. Like many other planets throughout the cosmos, their subjects have needless squabbles.
Oh, so we going space.
Ooh, I love it.
I saw this, but I was so mesmerized that it was just like woof. It was just you know what I'm saying, just blowing me over or blowing me away. But now we actually analyzing. I remember that ghost dude, but like, nah, he ain't. This ain't no Earth ghost seemingly type shit, or it's like we in space.
Cosmic.
Yeah, he talking about Earthlings. He looking at us compared to others.
Okay, I like that. It's a balance on there. Okay,
all right.
I like where that's going, man. I really do.
But from those conflicts, I've discovered some creatures that could be of great use to our efforts. I'm not quite ready for the selection, but after many patient years, I feel it is time for more thorough documentation. This city is where we begin.
I like that. I like it. Ended on ominous note. I love that.
He said, we done found a bunch of different little species or whatever, little creatures that we can find some use for. But he said, I'm not ready for the selection. I still got to do some documentation. So some events are about to be set up.
Okay.
Or he about to be intervening, and we might have multiple villains going on here. Multiple layers of conflict. Yeah.
I like it. He's really setting up his own world for it. So I'm excited for it.
All right. Biofield though. Yeah. Return again to the channel, bro, in the future. We appreciate you coming through today. I don't know if I said that. So saying it now. Very strongly recommended. Give it 3 episodes. You do not need to play LOL League of Legends to understand it. And the writing quality is very high.
All right.
I'm gonna go ahead and watch it. I gotta watch RRR.
Oh yeah.
Watch that, bro. Watch that so we can talk about that. Cause I gotta watch it, and we can review it on the channel. So I still gotta watch. Yeah, I still gotta watch that. Netflix got some stuff I'm watching. Hey, support creators that don't hate you. Give 50% to creators that don't hate you. I got Netflix for free from my phone bill. So if y'all can work around it, do that. But we don't need this this shit we getting. Instead, go do something else with your time that will invest in you or another creator.
Yeah, not gonna mad at that at all.
Yeah. He said, I don't want to give too much away on Arcane because the less you know going into it, the better.
Work with that.
As far as the art, I judge books by their cover. So the art looks great from what I've seen. So that I'm interested. I'll check that out. I'm gonna check that out. Classic Vigilante.
All right.
I heard Arcane took inspiration from LGBT stuff, so I'm not sure it's the organic writing. A lot of SJW sites chill for it. Sure, it's the organic right. Oh, okay. Well, I've heard good things about it, so it could be great. And I think woke is fucking terrible. But just because you have a colored character doesn't make it woke. Just because there's a gay character doesn't make it woke. There's a whole lot of agenda pushing, and it's some like on the nose type shit to make you just like come to a complete woke conclusion. So yeah, ain't no wrong with no gay shit. Oh yeah, you was
No,
what you
I
was
was gonna
talking
say,
about?
I was just gonna plug it real quick because I'm speaking
Yeah,
of things like that where it's implied, but not necessarily a whole lot of put into it. Like I actually read We Only See Them When They're Dead. I don't even know when this came out, maybe a few months ago, but this was like fantastic. I got this at Heroes of Fantasy for like $10. Really decent, even though there is a gay romance and it's there. It's like saying it's not the whole of the character. There's motivations that go beyond his bedroom behavior. So I see what you mean with about something being implied, but the writing being well done enough to where the point where it's not the entire focus of the entire agenda of the story.
yeah. Wolfguy, you say you skeptical of Arcane as of now. I feel you was skeptical, but
Oh
bro,
yeah.
if you paying for Netflix, that's all I'm gonna say. If you're paying for Netflix, get your money's worth. Watch the shit. Watch some that might interest you, and figure out how you can make a review of it. Make a something. Put your thoughts out there. Let your shit be known. But
Actually, if you do so, yeah, let us know, man. Trust in good faith, but verify.
yeah. So if you got Netflix, fuck it. Why not? Go ahead and watch it. If you're not paying for it, definitely don't pay for the shit to watch the shit. And if you can get it for free, do that. There is an implied lesbian romance, but it's done well.
I'm okay with that.
Okay, cool. If they do it well,
Mhm.
there was I got the hints of an implied lesbian relationship in or romance in Raya and the Last Dragon, the Disney movie. And pretty on the nose or pretty spot on. The brown girl had the shaved side head. She was the villain at first. She fucked things up for everybody else. But then, fast forward, she had a change of heart, girl power. They come together. Kind of like Korra, Avatar, The Legend of Korra. But I think Korra did it way better. I didn't like Korra as a character, but that series and the handling of everything besides Korra as an individual was fucking amazing. And Asami, her girlfriend,
Mm-hmm.
I don't blame Korra. I feel you, Korra. Korra's like, shit, I'm not gonna let that go. Even if I wasn't gay at first, I'm about to see what this about.
You about to get this Legend of Korra in the Avatar state.
You better get this wet.
Waterbender girl.
Korra gonna be bending them juices out of her. Damn. All right,
Oh,
shit.
you dry? I got you.
Nah, she ain't drying. She ain't drying. Asami, Speaking, Ivar Jantz, speaking as someone that did see Arcane all the way through myself, I didn't care for it. I'm pretty sure that's how I'm going to be. I like the art though, but that's some shit that like I'll buy an art book for, maybe. And just pay attention to that. Ivar, I don't think I've seen you in the chat before, bro. So if this is your first time,
Hey,
appreciate you coming through,
welcome.
commenting or whatnot. And if this ain't your first time and I just forgot about you, my fault. Come through more often, son. Talk to me so I can be familiar. Talk to us. Okay, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. Yeah, if you can. He
You
says,
can.
admittedly, toned down woke elements in there, but they're there. To be fair, I'm one of the very few that didn't like it. Bro, I'm real critical of shit. And although I just said I like Batman and Robin, I'm admitting that I'm judging it from a child's mind. I've never revisit that shit again in my life.
Fair.
But as a child watching Batman movies, that one was the most iconic. Like that one stuck with me. I felt like I was watching some superhero, a good time, save the day story. So yeah. If the shit's there, then small or not, I see disrespect as disrespect.
Okay.
So I'm very critical of shit. He says Raya is trash. Just blindly put your trust in someone that's been proven untrustworthy the whole time and thing will be okay, kids. Yeah, bro, Raya is trash. And again, if you're new, but I'm just saying this again. I'm a diehard like a Disney dude. That was my shit growing up. That's what got me creating now. So I still keep up. I didn't see Encanto, but I saw Turning Red. I saw no, I didn't watch Turning Red. I take that back because of all the woke nonsense. But I tried to watch Raya and the Last Dragon because it looked like it could have been all right.
Something.
It could have been something. I saw the woke shit in it, but I wanted to. If I'm gonna talk shit about something, I want to be accurate. And for me to completely actually make those comparisons and judge that colored shaved head character for who she was, I actually wanted to see that movie. And that, and what else was it? Oh yeah, Aquafina's that fucking dragon. She was just annoying.
Oh, really?
Nothing from the trailer just made me feel like, this is a cool little Disney little character or whatever. But, and also that Raya being a poor imitation of Mulan, which is one of my favorite Disney movies. So I really just had to get on Raya ass for that shit.
You were gonna let that slide. I
I
understand.
couldn't. Wolf guy, I didn't watch Raya. Haven't really paid attention to animated Disney projects. Yeah, fuck them. Baymax, or he sticking tampons in his body or some shit.
Yo, Accipiter, yo, what's going on, bro?
What up, bro? Man, coming in here all late and stuff. Get your ass in here early, son. How you gonna have Superman in your little profile, but you didn't hear the ding? You didn't hear the notification? You ain't faster than a bullet. Your ass over here to the channel.
He on that East Coast time. Speedy sound was slow, man. Speedy sound was slow.
Aquafina is annoying. I couldn't stand her in Shang-Chi and the 10 bracelets. Shang-Chi and the 10 women. That's what they should have called it.
No, I mean, I know that they got they're supposed to have the comedic relief, but good lord, man, don't stretch that.
Yeah. All right, bro. So what are your projections for the Rippaverse? What do you got? What do you want to see? What you think we're gonna see?
I will say this. For a comparison, right? His book is about to be 96 pages, right? Got decent colorist, ink, and pen, right?
Hold on.
All right.
Classic Vigilante. I'm gonna head out by. He wanted to type that, so I guess he wanted the flashy little entrance or whatever. Peace, Classic Vigilante. Get out of here, man. Go handle your business. Go do something.
Get some sleep.
Do something for yourself, bro. Go invest in yourself. Get sleep. Get ready for the rebellion.
I got you. I'm not gonna lie, man. Last book that I actually bought out of sheer I want to get on this was like the Dark Knight's Metal situation. So I actually bought the Flash comic when they had that out, and so this is it's a decent glossy cover. I think I paid like maybe $11. Oh no, I paid $6 for this. Right? It's 48 pages, but 10 of them are advertisements. So for the $5 that I spent, I got 38 pages. Right? Everyone's saying how Rippaverse is asking for at least $35 for his first issue, but it's 96 pages. And because it's self-published, I'm not sure there are going to be any advertisements. So I'm actually appreciative of someone using up the entire space that I paid for. Like, I didn't pay for you to put money to pay back into marketing or any of that. I paid for the story. I paid for the ink. I paid for the art. I paid for the writing. And possibly I paid for the spinoff of characters that we might see in the universe. So what I'm expecting is a decent and maybe, I don't want to say simple story, but a story that we can follow, even if it doesn't necessarily start at the beginning. You know what I mean?
What am I looking forward to? I want to see, which I'm seeing that after really paying attention to the trailer and seeing there's a whole cosmic aspect, like different planets and stuff. I want to see that. Superheroes is one thing, but even I was having this conversation with Rippa in Dallas. How I'm proud of him for the superhero stuff. Like, I understand that's a part of American culture. But I would like to see more supernatural influence in media. And I'm sure they are there. I'm still, we getting our indie comics and getting shit, and our stuff. But that's supernatural. of showing how this is in the natural world. It's here and it's great. It didn't really need so much of a outside influence. It's just taking advantage of what it is and being the best versions it can unlock of that. If that makes sense.
No, I get it. I get it. I read the Rebirth Justice League Dark when that came out, and a lot of elements they said was that the Justice League won't know about this because they're not attuned to the magical and the spiritual realm. So you can have a situation to where only Zatanna or goodness gracious, Detective Chimp, Wonder Woman, Constantine, they'll know about it, but your Batman, your Superman, then won't know about it because you have to have a special tuning for it. So there's a way to write them and to explain that more magical or supernatural element without having to involve your mainstream characters. You might have to put a mainstream character in there because somehow he's attuned to it or finds a link and doesn't know what he's dealing with. But it definitely can be done. It definitely sets you up for explaining what's typically unexplained, in the superhero realm. So I would like that too.
All right. Wolf Guy says every MCU film nowadays has a freaking stupid comedic relief character. Yes, they do. Yeah, bro. We don't have to stay there too long. That shit happens though.
It does. I'm not gonna lie though. The dude from Ant-Man, I really liked his version of comedic relief. I was cool with that.
What Ant-Man did he play? Scott?
No, not him. It was his friend. I think it was Michael or Eric Pena. He's like
the Mexican.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the weird thing is like when I went to a Comic-Con like maybe a year after that, they were like, "Oh, it's just a trope of the funny Mexicans comedic relief." I was like, no. You would love to have a friend that told stories like that because it was energetic and it was fun, and he definitely caught you up on the relevant information, but you didn't feel lost. And the way that he talked about people that didn't speak like that was just funny. So it didn't have to be anything that they made it out to be. So I that was the last true comedic relief for me in the MCU.
I'm definitely okay with the trope of the funny Mexicans. Now look, Ed wasn't a Mexican, Bonsai was the Mexican, but still, this is me putting race on the Lion King. I've told you this before, Ego.
Okay.
Shinzi is black. We know that. Whoopi Goldberg, she has the long hair. She got the sass. She's that.
Yeah, it's fair.
Shinzi. Bonsai, I want to say they're all related because the way a hyena clan works, they're you have the matriarch. She's the leader, and the males are under her. But if they're rolling with her, they have to be high ranking, meaning they must be related to her. Otherwise, they wouldn't even be there. They'd be like all the other ones fucking marching in the background. Most of them are males. But so Bonsai, that's her brother. Now they have different fathers, okay? They can get it like that. Shinzi's father, she's black, okay? They mama, I feel like, is Mexican.
Okay.
And Bonsai's dad is Mexican. So that's why he's fully Mexican. And then they got the retarded brother Ed.
Okay, you thought he was that way too. Okay, I thought I was alone.
So I think they
and stuff. Okay, all right.
Oh, we know he was retarded. He couldn't even talk.
Okay. That's
we have handicapped people in our families, so I know what that looks like. So
you know it when you see it.
That's what that was. So yeah, they was minorities, but Simba was minorities too. So the story balanced itself out. They was the light skinned niggas that made it out the hood, but they made a community that brought in everybody that was willing. Them scar type niggas, y'all on that foolish type stuff. Y'all out here coveting. Y'all, nah, stay over there. Stay in the ghetto.
Everything the light touches is the suburbs. Stay out of the hood, Simba. Stay out of the hood.
Don't go. You must not go there. You must never go there. Them niggas don't know how to act over there. All right, bro. All right.
Oh man.
Accipiter, there's definitely a lot of supernatural stuff in comics. It is, bro. I'm just been like, fuck it as far as spending stuff, unless it's something I really want. Ooh, I'll show y'all my goddamn statue.
Oh, yo. If you don't notice this, guys, if you watch the intro, what he's about to show to you is actually in the introduction of every video we've ever shown you guys so far.
I guess they kind of see it already.
Yeah.
I was able to cop this Nightcrawler statue. So young Ripper, I'm finally starting to collect shit. So come on with them Rippaverse statues, so I don't have to overcrowd my shit with some more marble.
Y'all see, I got room. I got room for more.
This is my motherfucking nigga Nightcrawler. This is my favorite X-Man right here. I saw another one though that looks really animated, and he like jumping out of the bamf out of the smoke.
Bro, I know what you're talking about.
I'm gonna cop that.
Okay, all right. You serious about it? That's
yeah,
nice.
bro.
Put it a bit further in the camera because we can't really see the detail like that. There you go. Look at that. Look at that detail.
I know, bro. That Alex Ross shit you talking about, where you see the suit on top of them. Look at the fucking folds in that fabric over the muscles.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
He ain't got no dick though, but I ain't mad at it. The fucking gloves, yeah, bro. This shit beautiful. So,
oh my goodness.
I was happy I was finally able to get this, and this is another issue that Ripper did say he's tackling. As soon as I actually decided to like invest and start collecting Marvel shit, and I see what they putting out, and I'm just like, okay, well, never mind. I guess I'll keep my money.
I'm not gonna lie. So we showing a figurine. This is my favorite figurine right here.
Oh man,
bro! And for those that don't know, I'm not gonna lie. This is actually a 3D figurine of me.
Of him. Yep.
That is possibly why I go by Ego, because I am in love with myself. And when I lost the channel, you might see me in this pose. This is the pose of Ego. So we're out here collecting what our favorites are. And if I could ever make more action figures of me, that's about to happen. So, you know, we've got collections. But yes, Accipiter, talk about Ego. You're damn right. Damn right.
All right, let's go back. Let's go back and then catch up with the chat. I was a Marvel DC fan for decades, but I'd rather give my money to an indie comic creator with 10 fans than one more dollar to the old guard, bro. And then I definitely think this whole YouTube thing, or why I find myself supporting these people, joining their channels and sending super chats and shit, is because their personal connection. It's like you're not so far away to where I have no idea of who you are, what you believe in, how invested you are actually into the product that you're making. You know, I would hate to go see Thor Love and Thunder and see Taika Waititi laughing at his fucking worker for, you know what I'm saying, struggling to try to get that shit out. So yeah, bro, it makes you feel terrible. I don't want to support no shit like that. I'd rather support somebody that's gonna be like, you know what I'm saying, inspire me, tell me, go be great, tell me, speak truths. Not just talking about Rip, I'm talking all of the dudes that we follow, but that's what we want to support. Them the type of people that we need to see make it. Because as long as you just supporting somebody that's just gonna repeat lines or as a fucking a drone, a puppet themselves, then you contributing to your own demise.
Exactly.
Jose, dude, I bought some Marvel cards yesterday because it was on clearance and the cards were made of cheap paper, not even cheap cardboard.
Yo, come on. Quality right there.
I've never gotten Marvel cards, but I believe it.
Bro, I mean, if you get the ones from Todd McFarlane, every action figure comes with a card. So I mean, the card is pretty decent material. For them to have like cheap paper is a no-go.
Yeah. Wolf guy, I see your comment. I'm not going to show it because don't give away too much, bro. That's something else I'm learning from Ripper. Don't give away too much. Don't go really into your story. Keep it. Just keep it and drop it on us. So, but I told you before, bro, if you want to talk to me about some stuff, we can kick some ideas around. Send me a message, Twitter,
Definitely.
Instagram. I am Abomination AJ every fucking where. My email is jonesantoine1@gmail.com. I don't give a fuck about y'all knowing my real name, but I know that shit popped up. But
Mhm.
you can email me there because I don't keep up with shit and I don't have
Yeah.
heroes no capes logged in on my stuff.
If you do send a joint email, heroesnocapes1@gmail.com is the joint email we use on there. So if you send it through that, if he doesn't see it there, I can get it there and let him know that you guys are trying to reach out.
All right. He said, "What was it? Lewis is fine. I think he's decent." Who was that? Are you talking
I'm
about that?
trying to figure out that was the character from Ant-Man. I'm trying. I
Yeah,
think that.
yeah. I think yeah.
Yeah.
Hyenas are basically feminists. They are in the remake, and actual hyenas. They just strong women, bro. They got the big clits to swing around and weak men to just let it happen. So hey, I'm not mad at them. I
Them
love
lips speaking.
hyenas. Hyenas doing their thing, man. They surviving. Nightcrawler is badass. Love Nightcrawler, man.
Nice.
John A. Douglas said, "Boss,
Roast the boss.
talk about ego."
He saw the action figure, so yes.
There you go.
Bobby
Yep.
Rose pose. Yes. Yes.
You got to get
Yes.
that channel.
I will.
He'll be back. He'll be back.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Sure,
sir.
Lord willing, we'll be here for for you to come back to. Nah, man, I'm not gonna give anything away. Just mention that it's a big theme in the story. I got you. I got you. And I'm excited. I'm excited, bro, because they not paying attention. That's all I'm gonna say. Everybody on vampires and how gay they can make vampires. What love story they can tell vampires. It's like, okay, keep on being distracted.
Exactly. Exactly.
Stay over there. Yeah. Man, we got anything else for the people? We at the 1 hour and 51 minute mark, trying to run this whole 2 hours out.
I mean, I got a little something if you want to extend it to 2 hours.
Uh,
It's up to
18
you, man. I mean, we can always save it for another chance or for another episode on there. Or if you want to go 2 hours, we can figure out some other things to talk about. It's up to you.
Could I have segued into it with the vampire comment I just made?
Yes, sir. That's where I was going. You know it.
All right, my fault.
No. You actually was on top of things. I appreciate it. So
Yeah, folks, vampires. All right,
nah,
so
yeah, we weren't trying to dunk on the any medium too much because I know that we tend to do that when they do wrong. So we want to actually highlight when they're doing things correctly. So highlighting the Rippaverse, letting you know what a grassroots thing looks like. Also, there's something that Netflix is putting out in the next few weeks called the Day Shift. So that's actually something we wanted to actually put out there. Do you want me to share the screen on that one, or you got it?
you can share it.
All right, so I can do it right here. Hit this share screen button for y'all. And
To the 12 people that are in here.
Exactly.
Great Scott. I know, this is heavy.
Y'all putting a lot of pressure, man. All these eyes on us, goddamn.
All right, let me see what I got it in. Hold on 1 second. It's being a little finicky with me now. Actually, let's share a window here. I don't think he's letting me do it for some weird reason. Unless, do you see it there or no? Oh, there it was. Okay, hold on. One more time. Third time is a charm, guys. I apologize here. All right.
Real Dracula would kill the fools for trying to gay wash them. Yeah, that'll be like.
All right, you see it on that?
Are
you getting anything?
Don't share the entire screen, bro. Share the window.
Share the window. All right. You guys are figuring out this is why I don't have my own channel because I'm still trying to figure things out. Share that window. Boom, boom. All right, cool. Do you see anything there or no?
You type something? What is this?
I don't know, man. It did not come out.
Bro, fuck it.
Custom
I got it.
background.
I got it. I
All
got
right,
it.
that's probably for the best. That's probably for the best.
What am I
Probably
looking
for
up,
the
bro?
best. It's the actual article with the one that I sent you on there.
Was it Deadline?
Yeah.
All right. I hate that y'all gotta deal with it. I know. That's how I'm feeling. A sip of it.
That's fair.
Goddamn
That's
old
warranted.
niggas.
That's warranted. It's warranted, actually. Except for if you don't take your whole go to sleep. I know you. I know you're Metropolis on that East Coast time, so this has got to be wearing on you, man.
All right, this the one we talking about?
Yeah.
Is that the dude who?
Jimmy Fox.
No, this dude. This dude played like.
That's Dave Franco. That's James Franco's little brother.
Was he in
He was
21
in,
Jump Street?
No, he was in Now You See Me.
Yes.
Yeah, that one. Yeah. He basically, I don't want to give his character away, but he basically is like a kind of a compliance officer.
Okay.
All right, so go ahead. I mean, it might be a little bit different from the one that I sent because I think mine's from Vanity Fair, so it might be a little bit different from what you got with Deadline on there.
What you want me to just read it?
Yeah, you can read parts of it. That's fine.
Wolf God says, "Don't worry, Ego. I too am trying to get used to managing stuff on YouTube and social media."
Thank you. I appreciate that grace and mercy, sir.
You correct, Ego, about something you said.
Oh, he's in Metropolis, man. You about to hear the sun come up with the super hearing now that he's on that side of the.
I thought you put him on some old nigga wisdom or something.
Man, no, he younger than I am, but even superheroes gotta sleep.
All right, bro. You want me to just read this, Jen?
Yeah, go read through it, man.
Yeah, it's short.
Yeah, it's pretty short.
Yeah, I don't know. No trailer. I guess we'll just read. Vampire hunting is a business, cutting necks and cashing checks. But the blood money has dried up for Jamie Foxx in Day Shift. Netflix's film. I'm sharing this.
Yeah.
Netflix's film that also stars Dave Franco and Snoop Dogg. Find out why and what happens next in the action horror comedy's gore happy first trailer above. Do y'all want to see the trailer? Like, should we watch it?
I mean, we can. You want to show parts of it?
Bro, if they strike me, I'm gonna be so mad.
No, well, we probably get hit with a few of those. Let's. I will say this. Let's just read through it and tell them.
It won't be a strike. I'm not monetized. I'm gonna be pissed because these brothers, Jamie Foxx and Snoop Dogg, struck my fucking channel for watching, trying to tell niggas about they shit.
The last thing you want to hear is, "Hey, Abomination, it was on my channel, bro."
What shit you talking about my movie, cuz? Critique this, bitch. Like, damn, Snoop.
We just trying to elevate black voices, bro. Man.
Elevate these nuts on your forehead.
Oh man. So I mean, it's I say we could read it. I know you probably want to try to stream it, but it's up to you, man.
I got the trailer.
Okay, you got it.
Man, let me run through this.
Okay.
Happy Go and horror comedy gore trailer. Yeah, seems Bud Jablonski's day job as a pool cleaner in LA's San Fernando Valley doesn't pay like former gigs. Working for the union, slaying vampires for their prized teeth. We talking about Jamie Foxx's character. Things have changed since you got your ass kicked out of the union. His buddy Big John Elliott, Snoop, notes. So Snoop Dogg's character's still in it. Jamie Foxx's character been out of it, but he was like, man, you know what? I might need to pick that up again. Money ain't what it used to be. Cleaning out pools and whatnot. And Snoop says, you ain't said nothing but a word, cuz. There's a press reason for Fox and Jablonski to get back into the business. If I don't come up with $10K, my wife and daughter are going to move to Florida. he says, and the union is the only place that could give me that kind of money. One problem, his record is chock full of incidents. Big John promises, Bud, he's a new man. As such, he's given one last chance with a shaky rookie partner, Franco, who seems more adept at peeing his pants and near hurling than Vamp dispatching. Good thing Bud's on the job. His mantra, know what I see when I see a Vamp? Big old dollar sign. Carla Souza, Megan Good, Natasha Lee Bordizzo, Oliver Masucci, Steve Howie. A lot of people co-star in the pick directed by stunt veteran and first-time feature helmer J.J. Perry, who worked on the first 2 John Wick movies. So, shit. The scripts is
Right.
from John Wick 3 and 4, writers Shay Haddon and newcomer Tyler Rice. Hence the tagline, from the guys who taught John Wick how to kick ass.
Yep.
Day Shift starts
And
streaming August 12th exclusively on Netflix.
go see it. So I mean, I actually looked up the IMDb of J.J. Perry, the guy that's actually directing this. He's an ex-army vet and like a 5th degree black belt. Basically, he's been doing martial arts since like 1975. He was a stunt coordinator with credits in The Rundown, John Wick 2, Fast and Furious 9, and the X-Men Origins Wolverine movie. And so basically I'm reading out, I actually read if you check out the Vanity Fair article, it's a little bit more expansive than the one you have on there. But things that I noticed when I read it were, it's basically, even though J.J. Perry is a white guy, it's there are 2 black main characters, Jamie Foxx and Snoop Dogg. You're seeing 2 black main characters in, it's basically an against genre type movie. You're used to seeing Jamie Foxx being a man of action, but he's kind of branched out into superheroes and now vampires. And typically when everyone thinks of, Snoop Dogg in a movie, he's typically playing a parody of himself. And so from what I'm saying, it doesn't sound like there's any intentions of saying there's a race and inequality situation here. And if you read the Vanity Fair article,
hold on. When you said that, you said it doesn't seem to be a race or inequality issue.
Yeah, like it doesn't sound like, from what I read, it doesn't sound like they're pushing anything. Like I'm trying to tell about, vampires are really white people and black people have to fight against it to make that dollar. It doesn't seem like it's anything like that. You know what I mean?
Direct contrast to the Resident Evil series that just recently dropped.
Is that what that was about? I heard about it dropping. I didn't know what it was about though.
Bro, I'm talking about, you ain't even 10 minutes into the goddamn show. You automatically see brown girl, shaved and or braided side of the fucking hair. She the strong woman. She can't be killed. She gets thrown into situations to where her ass shit. No, I'm not. I'm saying really she should have been dead, but because she the strong woman, that can't happen. There was a time where a man came and saved her where she was supposed to die, and he ended up getting his ass killed. They running through the neighborhood. We seeing backstory, and they talking about, she talking about like being in this white neighborhood, and we the only black kids in this neighborhood, and the white lady was talking about, yeah, we got 5 stores around here. 2 of them are vegan. Like, you wouldn't know you was reading
in an apocalypse, in a zombie apocalypse.
Yeah.
We still be vegan. Stop.
In a fucking Resident Evil series. This is the type of shit we talking about.
Stop.
Bro,
Are you trying to watch it? Are you trying to watch the trailer of this or no?
Today Shift, yeah.
Okay, all right, man.
But you was talking about this supernatural shit, preaching to people, and I'm like, wow, that's exactly what Resident Evil just fucking did.
No, like I said, I read the entire Vanity Fair article, and so J.J. Perry said he made the character of Bud Jablonski to mimic him. So Bud Jablonski, or Jamie Foxx's character, is an ex-army vet. J.J. Perry is an ex-army vet. He has a daughter. J.J. Perry has a daughter. Jablonski's trying to keep his family together so that they don't move to Florida. J.J. Perry was saying, I moved to California and I try to keep things together for my family. So it goes against the narrative that I, as a black man, have to see myself in a black character. Therefore, I have to hire a black artist. J.J. Perry's a white guy saying, hey, I wrote the character. It just so happens that whatever character I choose, I want to put the way he lives life, the way that I would live life. You know what I mean? And when you hear people say, I have to see myself in the character, you're thinking like, hey, that's incredibly shallow and narcissistic. So for him to do that is actually a big thing. The interesting thing that I noticed when I was reading the article was that Snoop Dogg's character is supposed to be Jamie Foxx's mentor, right? And he said that I remember my I think it was one of his army sergeants looked exactly like Snoop Dogg, JJ Perry's. So he said that when he approached Snoop Dogg, he said, "Hey, I don't want Snoop playing this character. I want you as a person, Calvin Brodus, to play the person that my sergeant in the army was for me." A mentor, a friend, a wise soul that would be able to take the journey with me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So you're seeing a guy that's completely going against type as an army veteran. I mean, he could have written the next, Saving Private Ryan or any other military type movie. And he decided to write a movie about vampires and a man trying to keep his family together. And so someone that's going to go against type that to that degree, to even hire to have black actors to just play parts instead of saying, I want you to be a black man in a dystopian future or whatever is a really big thing, and I that's something I definitely want to support.
You were saying that, and it kind of made me think how I was saying when I was loading the trucks. If I was Spider-Man, this could be so much easier. And how you're saying that this guy, he could have just straight told a fucking war story or a story about a man just struggling, but he chose to do this. And it's like that whole creative, that whole imaginative process. Like, you know what?
Right.
I'm struggling. But in your escape from your struggle, you were like, you know what? If money is my issue, what if I can make a whole lot of money right now killing vampires? And it's just like, that's just a fun idea to kind of play with. And for this person to just say, hey, I'm going to do that. I want, So, yeah, that's cool. That's cool. I admire that.
And the interesting thing is he filmed all this a lot during the pandemic, right? And so he said, like, I don't want to use a lot of CGI for these characters. So what he did was he actually hired contortionists from like Cirque du Soleil because they were off because of the pandemic. So he hired them to do all these contortioning acts as vampires, and even filmed some of them in reverse, so that they would do practical effects, not a CGI special effect to show something. It's just, hey, this is what you already can do as a performer. So I hire performers to perform a role without having to use all these special effects. You know what I mean? So he's being pretty grounded in all this. So I actually like that.
Jamie Foxx is a phenomenal fucking actor as well as a fucking musician and comedian, but
and impressionist,
if I think it was Power of the Netflix was
Power.
it a movie where they had the powers from the drug, and this don't seem like the same thing, but I think you said or we read that he worked on Django as well. This director dude or this writer dude.
He was in Django too.
So, are we going to see Jamie Foxx be Jamie Foxx as this character, or is he going to actually? We've seen Jamie Foxx be something else, an actual character that's not Jamie Foxx. So I know he's capable. And by you telling me that this dude told Snoop Dogg that, I'm sure he's telling Jamie Foxx, especially being the main person, the actual portrayal of him. I'm sure we will see that. I'm confident that Jamie Foxx would do it.
Well, this is the thing. I think Jamie Foxx is in the revamp portion of his career because after this, I heard he's supposed to be the new Spawn, and he's doing the Mike Tyson biopic as well. Okay. So I think he's in the next phase of being what he can become instead of just playing Jamie Foxx. I haven't seen him be anyone that's affiliated with military since Stealth. So he's got good legs to go on if he decides to go this route.
I guess we can see from the trailer that we're about to watch, but maybe
check it out.
Maybe he can be getting into his old, good body, handsome dude phase.
I mean, he's 50, so it's possible. You saw what Tom Cruise did.
Yeah, what they call them, silver foxes. Fine ass old man.
Yes.
Yeah. He can get his body. I feel he can get his body jacked up and and could capitalize off that being some movies.
Exactly. All right, go ahead and play Barbara. I'll give me 1 second.
It's gonna be a hot one in Los Angeles. So what's on the agenda today? My eyes are closed.
like every day.
What are you doing in my room?
Hunting vampires.
Y'all see that hand? Y'all, this it do seem cool. I've seen the trailer, so I don't want to just completely play it without him. Tell me about it. How y'all feeling about this trailer so far? Will the trans zombies transition to someone who is alive? No. Zombies with no brain cells at all are still smarter than the fucking crazy SJWs that we encounter. And we know not to do no shit like that. He's worried about his basic fucking survival. All right. I eat motherfuckers and go on. But man, so the movie so far, like it's interesting, okay? But I'm gonna be real with you. When we see a black version of something, it's kind of cool. I speak for myself. That it's kind of cool. So Django was cool. Friday, it's cool. Do we got a black zombie something?
Off the top of my head, not that I can really think of.
Anyway, what I'm saying is when you see that story from a perspective of people that like look or talk like you, but it's not because they look and talk like you, it's just their perspective. That's a more relatable story.
Yeah.
To us in that way. I'm not saying other people can't relate to the story itself, but you get what I'm saying. Okay. You know, black folks we stay watching the movie and be like, hell nah, it won't happen to no black person. Like, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. So it's like, okay, well, what will black people do in this situation? Let's see. And instead of like the weigh-ins where it always got to be some fucking parody comedy type thing. I Am Legend, yes, a Accipiter. That is a great example, but
there you go.
That's a great example, but he didn't. Will Smith didn't play a black character, and I'm not saying he had to be like real stereotypical. He just didn't do anything that you would see prevalent in black culture. He watched Shrek. He was a scientist. What's up?
He was military and a scientist, so it's like it's completely different than a typical civilian in general.
Yeah. He had a dog, so it was like, it wasn't no black culture in there. He just played a cool ass scientist, man. Worked out again. He jacked up on his body. You know what I'm saying? He played a character that any race could play.
I just want to know what food he was eating in this kind of post-apocalyptic world to be that jacked.
I'm sure he hunted. He was out hunting for a deer in the beginning.
Did he cook any of that? Did he eat any of that? I'm just saying. I don't think I remember him eating the entire movie. Like, yo, what
he
had
some
kind of
eggs.
Do you want?
No, he has breakfast one day.
Was it like raw eggs?
Bro, he had some breakfast food.
Okay, that's all I'm saying. I just want to what's your protein, carb, and fat intake for the I Am Legend diet? That's all.
Bro, them zombies coming out at night or them vampires. He out there fishing. I don't know what the fish look like in New York in their water, but humans ain't been there for a while. You see the animals starting to come through, bro. He living that lifestyle, and he got a dog. I'm with it. I believe you. You ain't finna suspend my disbelief on that. I mean, you know what I mean, huh?
Can you highlight Evar Jant's comment? Because I didn't even know this. I can't remember seeing this.
You know that Ben from the OG Night of the Living Dead was a black dude, and he was the main survivor of that movie in 1968.
I did not know that. I think I saw part of it. I did not know he survived. See, that's beyond defined stereotype. We do live at the end of this movies.
All right, so put him down in Black history. The first black man to survive for the entire scary movie. We got to know for sure, though. But 1968. I don't remember Night of the Living. No, somebody was telling me to watch that last time. I still got to watch it.
It's pretty decent. I didn't remember that I'd seen it, but
okay, I still got to watch it.
So we both got to watch it then. All right.
Zombie meat high in protein. I won't be eating that shit. I'm gonna eat some bugs before I eat a zombie. I eat a bug right now.
You're ridiculous. You're ridiculous. That's weird. No way.
To eat a bug, that's natural, like protein and sustenance and whatnot to get you to the next meal.
I am not John the Baptist. I will not be eating locusts and honey, sir. There's no way.
Son, I'm be dipping them motherfuckers.
Man, you need to highlight Tim Pool and buy one of them survival packets of 3 months of free food, sir. highlight Tim Pool.
I wouldn't only eat bugs like they trying to push right now. Cause look at the comparison of Simba and Mufasa. Mufasa had high protein, you know what I'm saying, hoofed ungulate diet. That boy was jacked, strong. Simba eating them damn bugs. That boy skinny. He don't believe in himself.
That's why he had no bass in his voice.
He had no bass in his voice. He's singing Hakuna Matata. Mufasa was like, nigga, what the fuck is you doing? My gay son doing theater and shit.
What does this? It means no worries. What you mean no worries? It's
No
Pride
worries.
Rock, son.
You worry about getting your ass back to Pride Rock.
Oh man.
J Rod, you'd have just snuck in here, bro. J Rod, the L Rod, a sip you haven't seen I'm List. Them man that came in here and immediately got on a sip of the ass for not seeing that movie. You ain't gonna say, hey, bro. You ain't gonna speak when you come in here, bro. And then he threw up on you. He threw up He said, nigga, you make me sick.
He's throwing up on you because he's about the bugs, man.
Oh shit! Okay.
He's throwing up on you. He coming in here and he said these keyboard hands are equal opportunity, bruh. Anyone can get it.
I thought he said a sipper that ain't seen that movie. You make me sick. Nah, that's funny though. That's funny. All right. Go back a little bit so you can see this.
That's pretty cool. Wow.
What are you doing in my room?
What?
Night, bitch.
Some decent. Oh, so yes, that's the contortion I'm talking about. Yeah, that's all practical effects and makeup.
That's a good looking vampire.
Yeah, it's like.
Ooh.
Yeah. Look at the contortion. This is awesome. See, yeah.
Money.
Yeah, I like this.
Vampire hunting is a business. Cut necks and cash your checks.
Ooh.
Awesome.
You see the serrated teeth?
I do. I like that.
Cut necks.
Boom.
Cash your checks.
That's nice.
Like
vampire.
This is actual thought being put into your supernatural characters and not just banking on it's a vampire. They're gonna love it because it's a vampire.
Yeah.
It's
turn your brain off.
Yeah, none of that. This is like these are our vampires. They have serrated. Yeah, bro, small shit like that, bro. Geeks, we pick up on, man. We appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Well, things have changed since you got your ass kicked out.
The cowboy hat. All right, look, bro. I just moved to Texas.
I was gonna say the guy that created. He actually said that he wanted Snoop Dogg's character to be Southern because his sergeant was Southern. So that's where that influence comes from.
I like that cowboy hat. I'm not bold enough to rock a cowboy hat right now, but I really don't like hats because of my hair. But
I know, bro. We got to take you out and get what you want, man.
Once I go bond with the horse, I will earn my hat.
You're gonna turn to Red Dead Redemption, aren't you?
And these motherfucking SJWs keep fucking around. I might have to turn into Django.
The D is silent.
No blue suit.
Oh my god.
Yeah, J-Rod, small details do go a long way, and that is the those like rules of a world. Once you know the creator is actually invested in the world, investing in those tiny details, showing that they believe in it, your audience believe in it. Yeah. And we read it. We want to see what's happening. Yep. Shark teeth are like that. Yep.
Yeah, nice.
Let's finish out this trade. Oh, still early.
Since you got your ass kicked out the union.
If I don't come up with 10K.
All right. Let's sample something up.
Yeah.
Megan, good looking. Oh, so good.
Good. Looking good.
The union is the only place
No
that
hating.
give me that kind of money.
Your record is chock full of incidents.
Ooh.
But he's a new man.
You know,
I don't like the lack of recoil, but that's
I was just
nitpicking.
I was just about to say that. I was like, ever since you just showed me some stuff about guns,
You see it, right?
Now I see that, and I be like, bro, and Stranger Things. Hold on, so I don't even really watch it. My woman was watching it.
Okay.
And these kids, right? You got a little girl. I think her name Nancy, little frail little girl, and she got this shotgun and she just moving, boom, boom.
Right.
I'm talking about
Exactly.
no recoil, and I was like, y'all taking me out of it because there's
Right.
no way that you children
Nope.
should be defeating this monster,
Nope.
especially with no tactical
Nope.
like training. So for you to just
Exactly.
wield this shotgun and your body ain't moving, like your arms ain't angling or nothing, I said, hell, I
See,
can't,
you'll see it.
can't
Like, there's
do
no
it,
way
bro.
you can a short barrel shotgun that's sawed off. You're gonna one arm that with zero recoil, bro.
Mhm.
You saw how we had to have you'd have shoulder and two arms, and to hold it against the cheek well to actually get a little bit of recoil. There's no way you're gonna one arm a sawed off shotgun with zero recoil.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so I see shit like that, and I'm just like, it ain't killing it for me though. You know, we fighting
No,
vampires.
I know. Yeah, it's just
Whatever.
it's nitpicking, but as the exhibitor put in here about the shotguns in movies having never any recoil. Yes, sir. We've been to the range. Exhibitor can attest. The recoil is real. Whether it's a handgun or a 12 gauge, recoil is definitely a thing that they need to show.
Especially cause shit, you if you got like an automatic or something, it's gonna wear your body out. Like,
Right.
or
Better
like
put your chest, put your shoulder into it.
I need to see that in the fucking. I guess I don't need to. It'll be appreciated since I
They
know
appreciate it.
now. But
Yes. Now you know ballistics, so yeah.
Wolf guy says, AJ, funny thing that I also only wear cowboy hats when riding horses. Man, I just respect animals, bro. So I hate horses being, at one point we like lived with them. They made life better. Now it's just like, well, get on it, ride this horse for a while, for a little minute, and then go. And you know what I'm saying? It's like there's no bond with the horse like I'm sure the relationship actually started. So I'm not riding no horse in my life unless whoever owns that horse is like, yeah, bro, you earned that. You work with us, you'll get that horse. Like that's yours, that type of shit. Other than that, nah.
All I know is that if you are on a horse, and apparently if Wolf Guy is on a horse, I'm just gonna play Bonanza because that's all I see. If y'all put on wear a cowboy hat to ride a horse, I was like, here come Abomination and Wolf Gay Bonanza.
Nah, I've got to earn my hat. It's not gonna be. Wolf guy said he only air to wear.
Just watch Yellowstone. Just watch Yellowstone.
Okay.
Yellowstone.
Play Red
You would love the Yellowstone actually for the way that a man has to hold his family accountable, the family name and the family ranch in Wyoming. Again, I thought when I watched it, I was like, why do I care about these white people in Wyoming? After like the first episode, I was all in, and there are 4 episodes right now, so you would really like it.
But that's on Amazon.
No, it's on Peacock.
You said
so
this
Peacock's free. Peacock's free,
okay,
bro. Like the first 3 seasons you'll get on Peacock. I think the last season might be on Paramount Plus. But I mean, even then, like I could probably hook you up with Paramount at that point. But yeah, see the first 3 seasons on Peacock. You like it.
All right, so I got to check that out. So I got to watch that and what RRR.
Yep, I wrote down mine. The ones that RRR and there's another one on here too.
Y'all got to figure out how to make the comments like actually public. So because I do go back and watch the videos and try to figure out how can I improve upon the the streaming stuff and whatnot. So, but yeah. So RRR. They told us watch Arcane. I'll watch it. I'm pretty sure I'll be one and done with that one. So I'm pretty much gonna be more so critiquing the art, similar to a Into the Spider-Verse movie.
Right. All right. I wrote down the assignment.
Ivar, I don't know if you're still in the chat, but I'm going back through the comments. You were talking about Raya is trash. People. So I really love Disney. I don't see a lot of people talking about that. So people, if y'all are knowledgeable of Disney and want to shit on it with me or even reminisce about the good old days, come through. Me and Ego was talking about potential guests, coming on the show and
definitely,
yeah, opportunities like that for where we can talk to other people. So yeah, most definitely. If y'all can add something, man, reach out. Well, honestly, we prefer people with channels just because that whole speech thing, like the freedom of speech, but actually promoting people who are actually putting in the effort to like speak publicly. Um, and because if somebody has a channel, then we can like go look at your stuff and figure out what you talk about. Are your opinions your own type thing, as opposed to just somebody who just want to support and come on. So we'll figure out that. But if anybody that got a channel or trying to start that up, and yeah, reach out. Let's talk to me. Talk to me. I'm honest though. I might get on your ass on the channel. I talk about Ego and how he loved the Flash, and Ezra Miller just wilding right
Stop.
now.
I know that's not neither here nor there. This is supposed to be a celebratory chat.
Okay, all right.
Celebratory podcast. Leave
All right.
Flash a good name out of it for at least
Okay.
just one episode, man.
Okay, all right.
We'll get to, you can dunk on them next week. Just not today, man. Not today. Let me celebrate. Let me celebrate the wins.
I got you, bro. I got you.
Let's get crazy.
Wow. That's Dave Franco. Okay. Huh. That's cool.
Hey, everybody pisses themselves the first time.
I mean, okay. Dave Franco's the comedic relief. Okay.
So all of that, I'm loving the like. I guess the choreography, the little bit that we seeing, but like the movement, the fights, that competence within that world. Seeing the vampires like doing their contortion and shit, moving around, seeing Jamie Foxx like kind of having to adapt to that during the fight and not be overwhelmed or taken caught off guard by the vampires. I'm loving that. You saw he just kicked the table or something, vampire head cut off. But this dude, he was great. Okay, he was great in Now You See Me. That was the magic joint, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So he was great in there, but I think every other role that I see him in, he's like he's being used. He's like some little pussy.
Or a jerk.
Yeah. So I kind of hate that I'm seeing him play this character again, but you don't know. I'm ready to see the full. I will save that critique for the full performance.
I would say it's kind of hard when your brother is James Franco and he's done all the dramas and he's branching into comedy. I think it might be reversed for Dave. Do comedies to put yourself in a drama. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And from my understanding, I know that James Franco is more of a method actor, so he really goes into what he's doing, as opposed to Dave, who doesn't necessarily do that. So I think that Dave might have a little bit more longevity. I think that by the time that he's ready for the drama roles, he'll actually be mature enough to actually be worthy of that role that he's trying to take on. You know what I mean?
Just look like Nightwing.
Don't do that. Don't.
Fuck it.
Maybe. No. He looks like that's Jason Todd. Jason Todd. If you think of him in Now You See Me, the way he acted, that's Jason Todd behavior.
He's short though. This dude is short.
I know, but like technically, so is Tom Cruise. Is all angles and attitude. Besides, it's like I could see him being more someone that's betrayed and going on a tirade because of it than someone that's selected and holds true to the concepts and values of the person that rescued him.
And not just say he too short, but hell, he too short for Dick Grayson too. So
exactly.
Dave Franco as Red Hood, no.
Don't do Exhibitor. Listen and think with your mind, not your eyes. All I'm saying, him with the dye dark hair, with the blonde, with the white frock, him with the motorcycle, him being upset because he's a punchable character, someone you'd want Batman to actually beat, someone that would be like, who's this impudent man-child going against the Batman, and why is he that mad?
That's Damian.
No. Damian's entitled because of his lineage. He's not Damian. There's no way it's Damian.
Well, the character you described that you want Batman to punch, I want Batman to punch Damian. I want him to discipline his son. I want Red Todd to feel loved. I mean, I said Red Todd. I meant Red Hood.
The only person that's capable of being actual Red Hood is Jensen Ackles, the voice actor from Underneath the Red Hood, or the guy that played on The Boys was season 3 was Soldier Boy.
Okay. I think this dude would be a good. I don't know. I don't know who, but whatever. If he got Me Too, if he was talking about some grabbing by the pussy, somebody said he got Me Too. It was that Jose.
Oh, that was no, his brother James, not Dave.
Yeah, that
James.
was James Franco. James was canceled. Oh yeah, okay, he did say James.
But like Seth Rogen threw him under the bus, which kind of sucked.
Seth Rogen. We know what's up with Seth Rogen, bro. He did the what was that Christmas shit?
Exactly.
You see that?
Like that. Like you don't deserve any friends after that.
You don't deserve friends. You don't appreciate friends.
Nah. Like, James Franco was your homie. Like I remember y'all was in Pineapple Express together as stoners. Come on, man.
And James Franco was trying to be his friend. He's like, bro, I'm more than a drug dealer, man. We homies. And then he come through acting like that in the movie and in real life.
Exactly. Bro, we got a hail sighting on us. We got a hail sighting.
Hail the Lord.
Hail the Lord. Good sir, what's going on?
What up, bro? He in here. Great supporter.
Oh, yeah. I check his Twitter beefs all the time. He goes hard in the paint. He is a Twitter scrapper. I'm all here for it. So anytime he drops in, we gotta give a shout out.
Fuck it. I didn't have the clip, but yeah, hell, the Lord be on folks' ass on Twitter all the fucking time. I'd be like, calm the fuck down, man. Chill out.
He throws hands in throwing hands on 141 characters. I love it.
All right, everybody saying what's up? Yeah, bro. Glad you up in here. Hail the Lord. We finishing out this trailer, man. I really like this dude as an actor, though, and he was always fine, but I do think he was like typecast, like played that similar little punk role. But Now You See Me, I really liked him.
I did too. Yeah.
Really? Yeah. Did you? No, I didn't. But listen, you did the first.
But you
now
did.
I just pissed my favorite. Hey, everybody pisses themselves the first time. Really? Yeah. Did you? No, I didn't. But listen, you did.
But listen, you did.
You did.
You know what I see when I see a man? Big old dollar sign.
Okay.
Hey, don't you puke in here. Swallowed it.
Like he plays that role amazingly.
He does. It works for him.
Vampires. They're the Mexicans.
Ooh!
Oh, that is smooth.
That
is smooth.
Bro, he switched hats. He had a brown hat, now he got a black one.
Exactly. That's a vampire hunting hat, man.
Bro, this shit's about to get real.
Exactly. Look, and I would say this: he got the tracer rounds on there too, so you can actually see the bullets coming out.
Okay.
Like on the Gatling gun. So, like, yeah, with the tracer rounds, it actually you can actually see the round leaving the gun. So I'm like, yeah. So it's saying that's one of the good things about having a stunt coordinator direct a movie. Wow. Nice. Ooh.
Like,
good transition.
Yes. Good, I'm talking about that's competence, choreography. She hit him to where he was lifted off of the ground and hit him again while he was in the fucking air. And he couldn't brace himself because in a fuck.
Right.
That's the super
Dragon Ball Z fight. Yeah.
Right. That's the type of superhero shit that we should be seeing in our superhero movies. 60% of the fucking movie.
Exactly.
I think we in superhero movies we get like 30% superhero, 70% real human shit. Right. If that, yeah. And I'm like, bro, I need to see the opposite.
Right out. What you got?
And all they are is murderers. Does not Eclipse, New Moon, Breaking Dawn Part 1. It ain't like that, all right?
Why do you know the names to all the specific Twilight films? And what's the plan for Breaking Dawn Part 2? It's the exciting conclusion of the whole Twilight saga.
Stop.
Look.
Stop.
That is so funny. That's funny because he named all of them, right?
Yep.
But then when his character responded, Jamie Foxx like, damn, ain't nobody ever challenged me on this. I'm really having to have this conversation. Or is he like, I'm not about to have this conversation. I'm just gonna end it so that I can keep my credibility.
I will pull you over, sir. I'll pull this car over. You walk home.
Damn. Jamie Foxx was like, damn, bro, he really.
Yeah,
he about
and that's why I'm
Twilight
saying
life.
it works. Yeah, it works. You know what I mean? It works so that I guess Dave Franco's character is supposed to be us. If we had to be paired with Jamie Foxx, how would we react? You know what I mean?
I think again, I'm thinking as a creator now. I would think that whoever wrote that, this guy, what you say, JJ, this
JJ
guy,
Perry, yeah,
maybe in the pursuit of creating this, he studied other, vampire shit. Twilight's going to come around. If you're studying vampires, Twilight's going to come up.
Oh yeah.
And so that's why he like, no, this ain't none of that shit. So that was like Jamie Foxx character actually speaking some shit that he might have
to
said.
the character, right?
Yeah,
and that makes sense. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's what I said. I like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So anyway, that's pretty much all that I've got on that on there. There's more.
Works every time.
Wow. We threw a Snoop in there. Murder was a case. Okay.
All right.
I am in. Okay. But I mean, that's pretty much all I got for that one. That was pretty good.
Yeah, man, that does look good. Did you like what was that, Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter?
I never saw that one. I didn't know what it was like. How was it?
Bro, I really liked it.
Okay. I have to check out Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter. Then I'll have to write that down and add that to the list.
I like seeing humans overcome impossible odds.
Okay.
So, and you talking about choreography and I would say attention to detail. Like, I don't fucking love the movie, so somebody else can probably give you, a better review of it. But I think overall, I think people actually are pleased with that movie. I like it.
Cool.
And I don't really like vampire shit, so.
Yeah, I will have to give it a check out then.
Accipiter. It's nice when directors actually research and respect past lore. It's
Agreed.
nice, man. And it's nice when you can see it and they don't even have to say it. But I'm gonna be real with you. Kind of like how this future, or what I'm saying, this culture shift or change. Pay attention to the actors who just gave their speaking lines, who played their roles for social engineering, virtue signaling, all that type of shit. But actresses like Gina Carano, for instance, who was like, no, we don't want to be a part of that. We want to go and be with more independent people. And you're going to start to see actors, or a young Ripper, for instance, you're going to start to see people get employed that actually care about products that they're working on.
Yep.
So then, now that we have like a window into these famous people's, like these actors' real lives, now we might see them in more of a setting like this, to where they're just actually having just organic conversation, which I know a lot of people do that. They'll go on podcasts, but just them having conversations, and we can have geek conversations or real life conversations or whatever, but seeing the real people and having, again, making connections with real people. Not making connections with who you think that actor is, but actually that person. Therefore, you're more excited for when they're into another project, or to hear them have organic conversation here in one place, talking about, oh yeah, I like this series, this would be cool. Somebody hears that and be like, hey, I heard you saying that you like this property. I got the rights to it, or I'm about to work on a movie or something like that. I want to make sure, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want you in it. And I think that's the world, that's the push for in media that I think would be appreciated and would get us great product. If everybody working on the product like loves it to some degree, or care about it, want to see it succeed, we'll get some great fucking projects around here, man.
Yeah. And if nothing else, you get that solid nod in the meme of like, I see you're a man of culture as well.
Yeah.
Everyone appreciates that. So,
all right, y'all. We're gonna address the chat. And how you feeling, AJ? I'm talking. How you feeling, Ego? We trying to wrap
yourself. Up. I'm Ego. Yeah, we're wrapping up. We can address the chat, but we'll otherwise wrap it up.
We wrapping up, so we winding down. All right, so we winding down. People, let's see what y'all talking about. Y'all get us on out of here. Hail the Lord says, never watched the movie. Don't want to either. Too silly of a
I think he's
concept.
talking about the Lincoln Vampire
I think you
Hunter.
talking about Abraham. Man, look, I feel you. I appreciate when creators can make historical events show like something else going on, not just our human eyes. So I had, yeah, bro. I feel you. I feel you. It's nothing that you actually need to watch unless you just like really researching vampires or some shit and see how they handled it. But nah, yeah, I feel you. Abe Lincoln Vampire Hunter was the definition of surprisingly good. Yeah, it was surprise. Yep. And it's funny how the movie Lincoln, which was a serious movie, came out a little bit after.
With Daniel Day-Lewis, yeah, man, he had the face for it, but that was a long movie.
Yeah, I bet niggas was like, man, I want to see this. Where the vampires at? What part of the movie where he fight the vampires?
There were no vampires in that movie, Lincoln. I don't know
That
what
one
you're
they
talking
ran
about.
Lincoln. The movie that tons of people thought was crap, but I greatly enjoyed was Bright. I enjoyed Bright too, bro.
Bright was decent, actually. It was pretty good. It was. I think they might make the sequel to that pretty soon. So I'm up for it.
Bro, I like world building, and Bright built
Yeah.
a cool
Yeah.
world, I think.
Yeah.
The only vampire themed movie I watched was Underworld and 28 Days of Darkness. I'm researching Underworld, paying attention to that. Kevin Greavix worked on that. He shouted out Young Ripper and know what's going on in the.
Oh, definitely.
Bro, people taking notice, man. People taking notice.
Yeah.
L Dub, I love the Underworld movies.
Fantastic.
They have their flaws, but I love that Kevin Greavix, for the most part, created them. I love to see that black man create, and that's personal to me because again, growing up in the hood, I hear that box. Can't speak for ego, but like you can't do this. That's white folk shit. You don't need all of that. So to see people like Kevin Greavix and Young Ripper, whether they heard it or not, to see them go against that and go and be great to create and leave their impact on the creative world, I love it. I love it. It's just inspiring.
Yeah.
And
I was saying, go. I'm sorry. No, go ahead.
Well,
cut you off.
real quick. Now get your point out. But the issue with culture that I hear Ripper speak of is that black people not believing in ourselves and our own abilities. And so yeah, to see them doing that, it's like for sure we got this. And then people will respect us more because we respect ourselves and we giving them reason to. All right, man, what you got? Go. My bad.
I almost blanked out on that one. I was gonna say, for me, it's just I always thought that the smart guy in the group anyway was a black guy, so it always made sense for me. I would try to go against Tight, but either when you're trying to play Power Rangers as a kid, they tell you got to be Kwame. And you're like, why I want to be Kwame? I want to be Wheeler. I like the Fire Ring. They're like, no, you should be Kwame. So to see someone black saying, hey, you can be any character that you want to within this universe is something that says, well, hey, we've got options now. You know what I mean?
L Dub says, I love the Underworld movies. I don't love them. I like their world. I think they came out the gate too quick with the hybrid vampire werewolf thing. But the fucking Rise of the Lycans, that's my shit. That's my shit. I'm taking notes on that fucking movie. I think it was a great prequel. Yeah. To see them wolves, bro, charging that goddamn castle, and I love it. I love it. I ain't gonna go too much more in depth with that, but yeah, that was my favorite one. Sipiter says Underworld was enjoyable. I understand that. Dude, I saw this dude. Jose said, dude, I saw this dude saying that Vampire Stores was anti-Semitic. Went into this whole history. Dude went full crazy. I don't know if we saw the same person, but I saw this shit. I didn't respond, but yeah, bro, people will bitch and cry about anything. That's why I say the crazy stuff that I do. I'm wild, but I'm not insane. But it's like people will hate you for you saying the smallest thing. So fuck it, go hard,
go all the way,
and have fun with it. Shit,
might as well.
And Fright Night, he was talking to a Sipiter. I'm a man of culture, so where's the ladies?
Hey, they coming. They on their way, bro. They on their way.
Wolf guy, what are you talking about? Are you talking about on this channel?
No. He's saying it's the nod of, hey, I'm a man of culture as well. So ladies know a man of culture when they see him. So where they at?
I did not pick up on that one.
It's all
Wolf
good, man. It's
guy,
all good.
I think you've been hanging around them humans long enough to pick up on that one. I have not. I don't know that reference.
Mhm.
I don't think. At Hail the Lore and Fright Night. So you saying you haven't seen that? I'm telling folks on y'all conversation what y'all talking about. So we gonna laugh at Accipiter? Let's laugh at him because he hasn't seen Fright Night like y'all laughed at me for not seeing. I don't even know what the fuck Fright Night is.
Wait, man, I'm laughing at you too then.
Ivar says I'm still waiting on George Washington Ninja Assassin.
I would pay money on that.
Hey, he instead of the wooden teeth, they gave him some fucking some metal teeth, and he throwing that motherfucker out, and they
Like
go
a
chomping through the earth.
Shoryuken? That'd be awesome.
And they come back in
It's
his
like,
mouth.
Father, I cannot tell a lie. I cut them hoes down.
A ninja assassin the movie. Watch the old school and the remake, both good. Okay, y'all still talking about that. Van Helsing 2004 with Hugh Jackman was my first introduction to werewolves and vampires, so it's one of my favorite movies. It wasn't my first, but it was the first actually fucking good werewolf I saw, and we only got him for 8% of the movie. So
yeah, it's a very small percentage.
Yeah. What haven't you seen, AJ? Oh, nothing. It's not important. Nah, bro, I haven't seen.
Covered up your shame.
I haven't seen Christopher Reeve's Superman. Is that it?
That's a damn shame. Yeah.
Oh well. It amounts to nothing. Look at the current time we are, where we are.
Oh boy.
Bro, I just don't care for live action. That's.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna stand by that.
I will copy what Here the Lord said. Yeah, Friday Night and Lost Boys, the definition of vampire movies. Definitely. Okay. Especially with that one dude with playing a saxophone with no shirt on, dipped in grease. That was hilarious.
Now with Sipper on my ass. Oh, he said, okay, I picked it up what you meant the first time. Wolf Guy says, I loved how the werewolves had a head similar to Anubis, but still had a traditional werewolf look. Are we talking about the Hugh Jackman's that Van Helsing one? Yeah, that beautiful ass fucking werewolf, man. And competent enough, to know like this was the enemy. So I guess he knew his mission, his purpose, even during the transformation. I think I was telling Ego about like Sabretooth. Although Wolverine Origins was a garbage movie, I love that Sabretooth. And that scene where he like walking up to the car and his nail is just like cutting that metal like butter fucking easily.
Yeah.
And then we see Hugh Jackman's werewolf and how it like clawed the that stone, and you saw the sparks, and he was like, oh yeah, I'm ready for this fight. Like, again, just paying attention to detail, just like little small shit to be like, this is what a natural werewolf would do or a beast creature would do, as opposed to just put the big furry monster out there and just have them chasing and biting folk. All right, y'all loading up the chat. We trying to get the fuck out of here. 12:47.
I gotta go to work tomorrow. Too.
All right, Jose. Mine was Teen Wolf and an American Werewolf in London. Teen Wolf was. Do y'all remember Big Wolf on Campus? Was that what it was called? And the theme song was like, I used to own this town.
Yeah, that's kind of the spinoff, kind of like the early 2000s type of vibe that it gave from Teen Wolf.
So that was, I want to say that was the earliest werewolf media I ever really saw. And I discovered Teen Wolf afterwards, and I was like, okay, they was going into that type of, But I like Big Wolf on Campus. I'm gonna try to go back and watch that. Okay. Jackal's Wolf Style. Jackal Wolf Style. Yep. Dracula's demonic bat form was fire too. It was. I love that. And somebody told me make sure that we don't do that in our book. Early on when I was developing the concept, and he was like, bro, don't make your vampires just turn into that. Don't nobody want to see your monsters fight. And I was like, bro, I get what you're saying, but to just say nobody wants to see that is ignorant. Because if that is a possibility, like your vampire can turn into that as well, why wouldn't you want to see Dracula
Monster versus
as his?
monster.
Yeah, like why wouldn't you want to see that sometimes if they could?
In your final
But then,
form.
yeah, like, but it don't even have to be a final form. It's just a beast form.
Exactly.
But still. But yeah, anyway, so
yeah. Excipitor, if you don't go to bed, you gotta be at the Daily Planet in 4 hours. Go to sleep, sir.
All right, y'all. So we going to end the stream right there.
It's been a lot of fun, man. It's been a lot of fun.
It's been fun. We've been shitting on, like I said, these companies, Disney specifically, and their hands and everything. We've been shitting on them a lot, but it feels good to just sit back, just admire, ponder, wonder about some good entertainment, good media. So yeah, it's been fun, people. We want to do this again. I will try to do a personal stream here sometime during the week or doing more of those. And me and Ego doing Heroes No Capes again. It won't be this Saturday because we doing it today. This is in place of that episode. But we glad y'all was here. We was like, we just gonna record it, not bother people, and just upload it later. And we was like, no, fuck it. We like the energy. We like y'all being here. We like y'all being in on the conversation. So it was like, let's go live. And we're glad we did, man. It was cool. All right, like the transition to Dracula's Brides from humans to vampires was good too, along with Frankenstein's monster. Yes, all that shit was beautiful. The brides was yes. Jose, night, buenos noches. Night, y'all. Thanks for the stream. Peace, L Dub. I'm not digging in my nose, people. I'm scratching right here. Hell the Lord says, hell all and good night. All right, sir. Boys from Accipiter, it's always a pleasure. I'm gonna go up and away.
All right.
All right, y'all. We out. We ended it. Episode 15 of Heroes No Capes podcast.
I catch y'all.
We in there. All right, y'all clearly see I was fucking up that whole little thing, but we made it work. All right, we finally got that outro going. All right, seriously, people, this time we out for real.
We're out. Catch y'all later.
We in there. We good. I'm gonna knock these stickers off. Stays around, stays in our boat, you know?